I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been.
Okay.
So if they ask you how I feel,
What's up?
I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been.
I am.
So if they ask you how I feel, I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been.
That's right.
So if they ask you how I feel, I'ma tell you I feel amazing.
This
Ladies
sucks.
and gentlemen, how y'all doing today on this Wednesday, October 8th, 2025? Yes, we're a three-man booth today as we were last week because not only joining me is my co-host, Cole Johnson, who gonna have to check his blood pressure today because
You acted too chipper.
Hey, it's a great day. What you mean?
It's a great day, Mike. You acted too chipper.
And speaking of great day, joining us, like he did last week, the man rocking the U hat for the Miami Hurricanes, Kuma Kane.
Lord.
See, as you, those of you who are watching on the YouTube channel, the Playmakers blog, and those who are watching on my personal LinkedIn page, you already see that Kuma Kane came prepared. He already got his popcorn.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
He already got his popcorn ready. He came prepared. And those of you, thank you for tuning in on the Real Wise Radio. Shout out to the head man in charge, Real Wise. Nice to see you.
And don't you say nothing wise.
He can't say nothing. Dang. Wise King?
Nothing there.
Wise King? Jeez.
Otherwise, I'll talk about your Yankees.
I mean, they did win yesterday.
Ooh.
I don't know as much for you to talk about on that one.
Well, they got whooped twice across the board.
They did, but they came home and
They get what twice.
they came home and won,
They got beat down twice, like Florida beat Texas.
Mm.
And it starts already, and we ain't even got to that portion of the show yet.
Am I lying?
I just said they came home and won. They didn't get eliminated. Now they already got eliminated.
Yes, I know.
Cole, just
Yes, they stayed off.
to answer your question, Cole, it looks like Playmaker gonna dance around it. If you lying, you flying, and I don't see no wings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, cool. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
But yeah, like they didn't play a game though. They played a game and won, so it's
They
like
played last night. They won. Yes,
they didn't get swept. If they would have got
No.
swept, then I wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, they staved off elimination. Now they got to hope that they win tonight, and then they can go back to Canada and lose. Oh, sorry. That's a bad spoiler alert.
You want them to go back in Canada and lose? You is terrible.
Why am I terrible?
Other people, why do other people gotta be involved in your misery?
Because I have dealt.
Misery loves
I
company.
have dealt with wise when my teams have success, but they fall off the face of the earth. On air, he clowned me about my Astros. So you think I'm going to forget this? Especially when his team gets a chance to go down? Oh, yes. I'm going to take every single opportunity to rub it in its face. With glee. And he's thankful it wasn't the Red Sox in the series before.
That's just terrible. That's just terrible. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go ahead
How is that
just
terrible?
get started.
How is that terrible?
Those of you who are new listeners, we like to start the show with the No Huddle, giving you the news and notes from around the gridiron in the college football ranks.
This man said I'm terrible. That's cold.
So we're going to
begin. Almost hurt my feelings. Almost hurt my feelings, baby. Almost hurt my feelings.
Well, at some point, your feelings gonna get hurt. So yeah. I think today is the day you don't want to lose that line.
Almost hurt my feelings.
Today ain't the day to use that line. So
you almost hurt my feelings.
You
You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You almost did.
Kentucky coach Mark Stoops disputes idea he wants buyout.
Stop lying.
Kentucky coach Mark Stoops angrily denied that he has talked with the school officials about a possible buyout after his Wildcats lost 35-14 between the hedges against the Georgia Bulldogs on Saturday.
He was supposed to take that butt whooping. He didn't take the check.
He said, quote, "I'll hate to give anything like that a leg. There's zero chance I'm walking away. There's no quit in me. So that unequivocally 100% false. Anyone who tells you that is lying." Close quote. Stoops was responding after a Lexington radio station reported earlier in the week that he had gone to Kentucky officials to discuss a buyout. The longest tenured coach in the SEC in his 13th season, Stoops has a 69-76 overall record and a 28-65 mark in the conference.
I just want to say, if you want to be a long-term coach, you go to a team that already sucks, so the expectations are low. He did a good job of that.
He did.
The loss to Georgia dropped Kentucky to 2-3 on the season and 0-3 in conference play after the Wildcats went 1-7 in league play last year. Stoops is making $8.6 million per year plus incentives after he signed an amended contract extension in November of 2022 with the deal that's running through June of 2031. To fire Stoops, Kentucky will owe Stoops 75% of the salary remaining on his deal.
So he gets paid handsomely to take L's. You see, the problem, son, is that you should have gone to your AD and your dean. You should have said, let's drive to Athens. Let's accept a check for $20 million, and we'll take the butt whooping between the hedges. But no, you want to act like you're part of the big dog program, and you got your butt whooped for free. You should be ashamed of yourselves, Kentucky.
At Kentucky, you know what you should do? You should start playing Georgia in week 0 so it won't count against the conference record.
Wow, that was good.
They may take you up on your offer. That's the scary part about that.
That's a good one. Dang, that was a good one.
I'm just saying.
I give you that.
Week 0. Lord have mercy.
Kentucky lost its 16th straight game against Georgia and haven't beaten the Bulldogs since 2009. The Wildcats have a bye week before facing number 9, number 9, no longer ranked Texas on October 18th.
Oh, you said Kentucky was a bye week for Georgia.
No, they have a bye week this week.
No, you said they were a bye week for Georgia.
I ain't say that.
That's what they.
I did.
Yeah, that's what. Thank you. I did too. That's what they were. They were a bye week for Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia got 2 bye weeks in a row.
No, that was no for them. Kentucky was whoever's on the schedule, and that's getting their ass whooped. That's what that was.
I mean, Kentucky ain't beat them in about 3 months of Sundays.
Not 3
times 5.
Not 3 months of Sundays.
I'm just saying because
so we knew
he ain't wrong.
They were not going.
He ain't wrong.
Georgia looked at that loss at Alabama. Is like, okay, who's next on the schedule? Kentucky. Okay. Oh, they coming to us. Good.
Yeah, Playmaker. I normally agree where you're coming from, but I feel like they are so confident that they was going to beat Georgia that they probably didn't need game plan. I mean, Georgia was going to win. They probably didn't need game plan. They're like, just go out there and do what y'all want to do. It's Kentucky.
Not just go out there and do what you do.
Y'all go out there and play like I used to play in the backyard. We'll call it plays. We're gonna let y'all have fun.
From a coach that doesn't want to get fired to a assistant coach who did get fired, and this is where Coach Jones get to have fun at. We won't talk about this conference enough.
Oh, you're talking about the Pac-2. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oregon State fired special teams coordinator amidst 0-6 start.
Mm. Oh my.
Oregon State fired special teams coordinator Jamie Christian on Sunday and is vying to conduct a program-wide review following an 0-6 start. It's worst since 1991.
Well, could I ask if you're
Wow.
going to do a whole review, why just fire him? And why not wait until you do the review so you can fire all the people that should get
I
fired?
what I
was
was
going to continue on before you, because I had a feeling that you was going to ask that question. Because that's the same
That
question
would-
popped in my head when I first saw it.
That would make too much
But
sense. Cool.
here-
Correct.
They
That's fair.
worst start since 91. Okay, full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, this is a worst start since I was born.
Yeah. I graduated from high school when they had this start. Last.
Athletic director Scott Barnes, in a statement Sunday to Beaver fan, said he and coach Trent Berry are viewing every aspect of the program and committed to making immediate changes.
Well, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah. This is when I graduated from high school, found out I had a hole for a girlfriend, and then went to the military. So yeah, continue.
Whoa. Whoa.
Barnes said the team has not met expectations this season while no team have of the regular season remains, of course. So 0-6, worst start since I was born.
Mhm.
And your answer is we're gonna fire the special teams coach.
Well, they got to do something.
Not the head coach, not the DC, not the
No,
OC,
no,
the
no.
special teams.
No.
Why would we fire those
Right.
guys?
Why would we fire the more important coordinators and head coach? Why? Why would we bother to do something that actually is a little bit more, that makes them a little bit more of a statement?
Because I need to figure out, is the special team the reason why y'all losing games?
No, it's just the fact that
Yes. According to this firing, yeah.
no, it's just it's just the fact they're in Corvallis. They're in Corvallis, Oregon. That's why they're losing games.
So essentially, you saying that they in Corvallis, which means they do stupid stuff.
Perfectly stated. Yes, and we got a chance to see their biggest profile game of the year. We got a chance to see it when they basically were welcome mats for Oregon.
Oh no, it's Oregon.
Right. And they got steamrolled, as they should have.
I was gonna say, like they're supposed to.
Yeah, like they're supposed to. Exactly.
Because I gotta look at the schedule now. I have to look at the schedule now. Because you lost to Cal. You opened the season against Cal and you lost 34-15. This is the same Cal team that y'all used to beat up on. Now they don't move. Now they don't move to the ACC. Now they whooping on y'all.
So they had a winnable game, and they got trounced. See, that's a shame.
Then that was at home. That was in Corvallis, by the way. It's staying in Corvallis. Week 2, you lost to Fresno State, 36-27.
Future conference opponent. Nice.
That's a great way to welcome them into the Pac-12, the new Pac-12.
The new Pac-12, right?
Okay, we put some respect on Texas Tech name now, so we understand how you get your ass with them that one.
Yeah. That was a boat woman earned. Yes.
We just talked about what Oregon did to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you lost in overtime by 3 to Houston.
No. This is what makes it worse. They actually had a double-digit lead and lost that game.
Say that one more time.
They had a double-digit lead and lost that game.
Sorry, my question. So we gonna fire the special teams coordinator?
Again, as I said, the fact they're in Corvallis is why they're bad, and they figured, hey, let's fire the nearest person that we can.
And then you lost to Appalachian State.
Well, to be fair, Michigan lost to them a few years back.
That's a while back.
I know
I
it's
do
a
mean
while back.
a while back.
Yes, I know it's a while back, but still, they did lose to them.
And that's how you became 0-6 to Appalachian State. We're gonna fire the special teams coordinator though.
Well, somebody had to catch wreck. Somebody had to.
The stupidity. Auburn moving 2026 game versus Baylor to Atlanta for NIL benefits. I'm just going to say this right now before I read the article. If I'm a Tigers fan, I'm pissed off.
Auburn what?
Auburn is moving its 2026 home game with Baylor to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta as part of an arrangement with the Athletic Kickoff game to provide NIL opportunities for Tigers players, a first in the college football neutral site games.
Which?
And you said who you would be mad?
I said if I'm a Tigers fan.
Which Auburn school executive decided to sign off on that?
The Peaceful in coordinates with the Athletic game will provide opportunities for promotional appearances for Auburn players, promoting ticket sales and events.
If I'm a Tigers fan, I'm happy because this means my school will have more money to get more dudes in here.
Well, okay,
because in today's college football, you got to get to the money. You got to get these kids paid. And Auburn ain't a good enough school to be a top school in the SEC, so if you don't pay them, they out. So pay them boys.
Well, you just explained the reason why Auburn signed off on it. Now I don't know. I don't know if boosters maybe, but I don't know if the straight up fan and the students would like it.
No, because they played at Baylor in Waco this season.
Yes, they played in Waco this year. Yes, I'm aware.
So,
but how much do they put? How much do you think students who gonna go either way, right? Because they're gonna get so many tickets, they're gonna bust and go either way. How much do you think they care if it's a home game or if it's a game for the school to get more money and get more people to come to the?
Like I said,
players?
You
think the students are really gonna be mad about that? I don't.
You don't get the Jordan Hare atmosphere.
Okay, but I'm getting the cash so that the rest of the games is
the
gonna be a better.
fans ain't thinking about the cash.
Like I said,
they think about getting better players. They ain't thinking about that, and they know it's going one way.
Now that is what I would say the boosters would think. That's how they would think, and you'd be on point with that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm a true fan of Auburn, and okay, we're gonna lose a home game, but we're gonna go to a place where these kids gonna get more NIL money, so we can get people.
Right.
Yeah, boosters are gonna think that way, but you got to think. True fans are changing how they look at college football. It's not about we're missing a home game. It's about why are we missing a home game. The why makes sense.
And if you was gonna do that, you should have had Baylor play in freaking Arlington, Texas. Then
I'll say
you didn't have that option at that point.
Too.
You got to go with what you got to go with.
I'll say this too. If it was a fan like how you are of the U, then yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if the students would think that. I don't know if they are that evolved in their thinking just yet.
Hold on, Cole. Here's the part for the students. We get to go spend a couple of days in Atlanta. Now tell me,
right now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing right now.
Well, okay. Well, I was gonna say, if you're a black girl that attends Auburn, I know those words you serve are cool, scares the dickens out of you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, cool.
That's what I say. I don't know. Going to Atlanta, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point.
You spending a few days in Atlanta, hitting spots in Atlanta, because there are spots you can hit and be good.
Yeah,
right.
Here's the thing. So instead of it being a home game, now it's a neutral game, which means you might not have the entire crowd that you was to have if you was in Auburn. Now it'll be split 50-50.
In Atlanta, a bunch of Auburn fans doing a year ahead that they're gonna have a game in Atlanta. If I know a year ahead of time that Miami gonna have a game in Atlanta, and I'm able to go, which they do every couple of years when they play Georgia Tech, I'd be trying to get there because Atlanta's a great place to visit. You don't want to. I would say you don't want to live there, but a couple of days to visit's cool.
And says you can enter too. I'm sorry, man.
Let's just say there's a part of Atlanta that Diddy would enjoy going to.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I get that. But I'm saying as a whole, it's a fun city to go visit, do things for like a weekend or a couple of days.
Oh,
But
no
you
question.
go
No
games,
question.
Get that, and all right, now we're gonna be able to get better players because our school gonna get some extra bread.
That's
Those are
if
no
they can
question.
actually get better players.
No question.
I mean, you got money, bro. It's all of these kids is like free agents now. A lot of these kids ain't got no loyalty.
If they can get better players,
bring me the money. Show me the money.
Yeah, show you the money. The problem is, guess what covers you in?
Hey, money is money. If you offering the best deal, oh well. I can still trying to get to the league on a trash team. We see.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but you're talking about Alabama, Georgia, even Texas. If y'all fight for this, if they fight all for the same player, Auburn was like gonna be the odd one out.
If Auburn say, but we ain't got no quarterback, so why they only trying to give you $1 million, we'll give you $2 million. Am I taking an extra $1 million? Or am I want to go play for Texas or Georgia or Alabama because of their name? Run me my money. That's the new college athlete. Run me my money.
Slippery slope.
That definitely is the new college athlete. Run me my money.
So all this talk about we gotta realize this is a different college world. We're no longer in I grew up wanting to go to this school, and my mom went to this school, and my uncle and my dad and my my grandfather and my great aunt. So I really want to go there. Nah, we in the era where what's up with that bread? Word? What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh,
but yes, but
you got more bread? Cause you ain't good, you got more bread. I'll let you go.
But to my sisters out there, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this game got moved to Atlanta.
Bruh, it's not that bad. It's not a Diddy party all over the city, bro.
I know it's not. I know it's not.
There is no free flowing baby oil in Atlanta.
Right.
At least the last time I was there, I didn't hear any tales of such.
Same. So last time I was in
If you
Atlanta.
listen to Cole Johnson,
it is
ladies, stay away. If you listen to Cool,
especially
if you listen to Cool McKay,
I got you.
It's only 48 hours. That's all it is.
If you're gonna go for a couple of days, it's cool, right? Like good, but make sure. No, I can't say that on air. But be careful if you meet somebody that you're meeting what you think you're meeting. Guys too,
especially guys.
Be careful.
You talking about the ladies? Cole.
No, these days it's both, sir.
The guys need to be on.
That's right.
The guys need to be on alert.
I will help you out. Cool. Feel for Adam's apples and tree trunks.
And if you're talking to a guy that has neither one, I'm gonna do a juvenile. Run for it. Run for it.
It's run.
Oh Lord! I go from one crazy story. I go from one crazy time to another. Which that story wasn't crazy. It was just the fact that it was moved. But now I'm going to even.
Chapel Bill getting whooped.
USC scraps plans for Hulu series after 2-3 start.
They actually won 2 games this year?
Amid a 2-3 start to Bill Belichick's tenure at North Carolina, the team has scrapped plans for a documentary series chronicling the season with Hulu, according to a report from Inside Carolina. The series, which was set to follow UNC's for the entire season, was actually UNC's second crack at a documentary of Bill Belichick's inaugural college campaign. But an early projection with HBO's Hard Knocks was also scrapped over the summer. Reports in the aftermath of the Hard Knocks decision cited discomfort with the role Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, would play in the project. However, UNC strongly denied that and said the decision was ultimately Belichick's. You said no, right? Okay.
That whole That hoe's messing Belichick up.
Sources
That series would have got pulled too. They started 2-3. Ain't nobody gonna care about no 2-3 team.
Sources at the time
getting
told
dog
ESPN that Belichick soured on the HBO project because it planned to follow UNC only through fall camp, and he wanted an opportunity to showcase the full
Season?
pretty much.
Really?
Oh, well, he's an idiot. That was that's a good idea
Wait, hold on.
because we didn't know how bad they were then.
We talking about Bill
Yeah, we
Belichick wanting to actually have a camera follow him a full season.
All right.
That was a lie.
Documents obtained by ESPN through a public record request showed that Hudson would have likely had a sizable role in any documentary with a talking points memo from the school's PR department noting Jordan is playing an active role in the filming and production of a documentary by Coach Belichick's first season of college football.
No. Back that truck up. That man said he wanted to have a camera follow him all season long. That was a lie. I mean, he had 2 decades on the sidelines in the NFL. He wanted to be away from a camera so bad that he dressed like a thug on the sideline. And now he wants to have a camera follow. That's a lie.
You do realize he did like a year or 2 on television.
It's the thuggish rugged speed.
You forgot that part, right? He ended up doing media for a year or 2.
Oh no. Well, no. I'm talking about when he was on the sideline. Now, yeah, when he retired,
when he had no choice but to do media because nobody else wanted him at the time that he did media.
What I'm saying is maybe that played a role in what he was trying to do in North Carolina. That's all I'm pointing out to.
Or maybe what we originally heard was true, and then they want Jordan Hudson involved.
Pretty much.
I'm going with
it says here, next seen the Hulu project likely has far more to do with the on-the-field issue Belichick is facing at Carolina. The Heels have lost their first 3 games versus powerful opponents by a combined score 120-33, including a blowout defeat to the Clemson Tigers last Saturday, in which the Heels trailed 28-3 after the first quarter.
And this is supposed to be the best football coach of all time.
I think we can safely say it's back to Chapel Hill now.
Belichick has offered little in the way of public criticism of his team, noting after the Clemson game that he did not see a need for significant change in personnel or coaching staff.
He keeps being on that sideline. You may have to change Chapel Hill to Chapel Peel. Because they'll be slipping a whole lot of Molly because they're gonna try to have to escape from that crap on the side on the field.
Cocaine is a heck of a drug. That's all I'm gonna say.
This would be sad though. I mean, when next football season goes, because I don't think he's gonna be fired after this year. When next football season comes, and people from Carolina hears that this football season, they be like, no, we praying for the basketball season to come. Because this is now reverted back to how it normally would be, where football sucked and basketball was king. Sad.
That's Chapel Bill for you. Coined by me, by the way, unfortunately.
Chapel Bill. Well, he needs to probably hit them knees and pray at them in a mini chapel. Wait, this team.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's back to just Chapel Hill now, and just Bill Belichick. I'm sure it's not Chapel Hill.
Yes.
Well, now let's shift gears and go to what the NCAA has got going on.
Well, it looks like what they are going to do is they're going to slip the transfer portal back from middle of December to right at the beginning of New Year. Yeah. The NCAA has been talking about this, and now they are officially moving the transfer portal season in college football from December to January. The Division I Administrative Committee voted yesterday to adopt the proposed dates of January 2nd through 16th as the new transfer portal window for all FBS and FCS players in 2026. Now, college football players, including Graduate transfers now must wait until the 2nd of January to officially enter their names in the hat, or the NCAA portal, and initiate contact with other schools. The reform is expected to be finalized at the conclusion of the administrative committee's meetings today. Now, the new 15-day transfer portal windows opens one day after college football playoff quarterfinals conclude. Players on the two teams competing for the CFP National Championship game, which would be for this coming season, January 19th, they will get an additional 5-day period from January 20th to the 24th to enter the portal after their season ends. All right, cool. Your thoughts on the transfer portal moving to the beginning of New Year instead of having it be 2 weeks before Christmas?
Oh, that's so nice. You're going to give the guys that actually play in a national championship game 5 whole extra days. 5 days. Everybody else gets 2 weeks, but they get 5 days because their teams are good. NCAA, here's my problem with you. You do nothing that's fair to everyone. You are ignorant of how to handle things that make sense. If you know that you have championship games that are going to go to the 19th, crazy idea, guys. Crazy idea. Can we just start for everybody on the 20th? I mean, I know it's crazy. I know it's just insane. I know it makes no sense. But
no, it makes no sense whatsoever.
From the 20th and do from the 20th, and then 14 days from there for everybody. What I mean, I know it's crazy. I know it's insane.
Yeah.
But just give everybody a fair shot.
Yeah. 20th January to February 3rd? No, that don't make sense.
What's the point of changing it when you're still screwing guys?
And it's still in the middle of the playoff season.
This is a Donald Trump move. This is what this is. This is a Donald Trump move. You're gonna do something else stupid, so we'll do this stupid thing first, so that everybody will be talking and focused on this while we do something else stupid behind it. This is definitely a Donald Trump move, in my opinion. NCAA, people talk bad about you, talk about how you're ignorant, you're dumb, and you have no pulse of students or what you're doing, and you continually prove it. Congratulations.
I don't have anything to add for that because that's right on the money. Well, I'll add this one thing. Yeah, you're all too greedy, and unfortunately, you're still thinking about the greenbacks a little too much. Playmaker, your thoughts?
Do I need to say anything?
It's cool. I mean,
Cool just jumped right on that. He pulled the coach out. He just went straight on. Hey, he didn't even wait. He just went.
I love it. I love it.
Here's the thing. Here's my thing.
I love it. Everything you said, cool, is beautiful. I love it.
So, if you look at it, they say, okay, 2nd of January, right? Which pretty much all the other, what's the term I'm looking for? Coach Jones, you can help me out because you hate them games so much, so much. What's the term I'm looking for?
You mean the week 0 games?
No, you hate those more. You hate week 0 more than you.
You mean those BS?
Yeah, those games. So they are making sure that everybody finish their season with the current team.
The Pop-Tarts Bowl.
So at first I'm like, okay, I okay. On that part I'm with you because you
the Alamo Bowl.
That part I'm with you because you
the Sun Bowl.
You already played what games? You talking about 12 games, Kuma Kane, 12, 13 games, depending on what conference you in. Depending on what conference you in. And all of a sudden the last game of the season, I don't like how everything's going, so I'm finna go ahead and jump to the transfer portal, and it's like December 19th.
Music City Bowl.
Matter of fact, Cole, they may have a whole game change because like half the team just went to the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you did that part correctly, and then all of a sudden you said, we're gonna open it for 2 weeks, so it'll be January 16th. But the national championship is like the 20th. Oh no. Okay, yeah. We forgot. Yeah, we got national championship. So how about we give you to the 25th day if you play a national championship game? Everybody.
The pacified 1 of 20 Nicholas Bowl.
So I am a college athlete and my team is good, but something happened to me to where I'm no longer getting the snap count that I was supposed to be getting. So I only got 5 days. I don't even got a week. I got 5 days. Not even a week.
Yeah.
To make a decision. Like, what if we win a national championship? I can't even really celebrate like I want to because I got to. Oh crap! Do I want to transfer? Or do I want to stay here for another year?
Yeah. So I win or lose a national championship game on Monday. I have to decide by Friday if I'm going to stay here. I'm sorry, Saturday. What type of
We know
crap
you
is
want to
that?
say Friday because you don't want to trust that the NCAA will get your paperwork on the weekend.
Right.
They can't even make the date right for you to be able to transfer, so you can't trust them for nothing.
Like,
it's
the
ridiculous.
first part of it I can get. No more game. No more less than noticeable bowl games being turned on its head because everybody's in transfer portal. Hey, but you forgot about the national championship.
Rent a car.
The most important game. National championship.
The Yankee Pinstripe Bowl.
The Dollar Tree Bowl.
The Oracle
Hey,
Bowl.
they might mess around. They might build actually a bowl game this year. The Dollar Tree Bowl. And I got to hear Cole Johnson go off. Dollar Tree Bowl.
The Totino's Bowl.
Dollar Tree. Yeah, I would not be surprised if they actually do come up with a bowl that's sponsored by Dollar
Cole,
Tree.
how will fit?
Well, it would technically be sponsored by what is it? Is it Dollar General that bought them?
Dollar Tree.
It's either Dollar General or Family Dollar. One of the other
No,
dollar
actually,
stores.
I can tell you this now.
Dollar.
Family Dollars and Dollar Tree are merging together.
Yeah, so it'd be the Family Dollar Bowl.
Oh gosh.
Now you go some places like in the country. I was out in the country one day because I'd be delivering, and I drove by and I was like, "Why is there a half Family Dollar, half Dollar?"
There, they're merging together.
And I was like, and I rode by, I threw on my T-Pain. I'm so hood.
Oh my gosh. And there might be an NCAA executive that looks at the name of the company and say, "Oh, that actually is a pretty good name," and actually use it as a sponsor for one of the
Family
doggone
Dollar
bowls.
Bowl. It's for families. Yeah.
Families, yeah, who wants to save $1. Lord have mercy.
Let's get off this. Now, get off this.
Well, during the 2025 school year, more than 4,900 FBS players and more than 3,200 FCS players entered their names in the NCAA transfer portal in another record-setting year for transfer movement. I think you might try to curtail it with this crappy decision. So, speaking of crappy decisions, let's turn our attention to Louisiana, shall we? Louisiana State Police released a video and records on Tuesday related to a fatal crash in December of last year. They alleged was caused by former LSU football player Kyron Lacey. The investigation had come to question in recent days after a video was posted on an interview Lacey's attorney conducted with Louisiana TV station that cast doubt on whether Lacey was responsible for the crash that killed a 78-year-old man in Chack Bay. The Louisiana State Police Department said in their video that was released yesterday, quote, "Since the incident occurred, the Louisiana State Police never reported that the green Dodge Charger impacted any of the involved vehicles. However, all evidence collected supports the conclusion that Lacey's reckless operation of the green Charger in oncoming traffic triggered a chain of events involving other drivers, ultimately resulting in the fatal crash." Close quote. 24-year-old young man died April 12th in Houston of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound in his car during a pursuit by authorities, according to a Harris County Sheriff's report. An arrest warrant from January stated that Lacey was cited with felony negligent homicide and hit-and-run driving and misdemeanor reckless driving. The LaForge Parish District Attorney's Office had not formally charged Lacey and had been preparing to send the case to a grand jury for an indictment this past April 14th. Playmaker, your thoughts on this case that continues to still seem to have legs even months after this young man's death? I'll make it even easier for you. This wasn't a person that Lagway decided to throw an interception to.
So, if I remember correctly, right, it's supposed to be innocent to proven guilty, right?
Well, that is how the law should be. Yes, innocent to proven guilty.
But yet, This man's entire world crashed
Got
in front of him
forever
of a
messed
something he didn't even do.
Yeah, got forever messed up, and he was not involved.
To which he ended up taking his own life. The reason why I didn't know about this because Ryan Clark talked about this after the Monday night game. Oh, Scott, back up.
A person who actually went to LSU. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
That man was, if I remember correctly, projected first round pick.
He was.
This ended up happening. He gets blamed for it, and all of a sudden, nobody in the NFL is thinking about taking him because of this situation. So basically, Louisiana State Police and everybody else who's involved, y'all took a man who was innocent and took his whole entire world away from him. To the point to where he felt the only way out was to not even be a part on Earth anymore. That part is the one that pissed me off so goddamn much. But I have to find a way to tell how I feel because that is not right. Go ahead, Cool.
Yes, so, Cool. Your thoughts, sir.
The question in my mind now becomes, did he actually kill himself?
That's a really good question to ask.
Because these Louisiana State officers are corrupt. Everyone involved in this, the officers who lied, the people putting out these false statements, they need to all be placed in jail. Mm-hmm. And they need to go in general population with all the people that they put in there. Since you have caused someone to lose their life, either by their hand or possibly by your own, you covered that up too. Because you're lying whole sack of crap, all of you. So I can't believe anything that you say. Now you're going to, he caused something that set off a chain reaction. So that's why we had officers lie and say he was involved when he was clearly 73 yards behind the accident. He caused that. Listen, man, you guys are full of crap. And I hope that you get the judgment on earth and the judgment from God for what you've done. That's what you deserve. You're all piles of trash. You don't deserve to live in the regular world. You deserve to be locked up for however long you have left because you cost somebody a career and their life. And you're walking around trying to cover it up. And the privilege of being a Caucasian and lying on a black boy is what started this whole situation. So people walk around and they say, things are not about race. This wasn't about race. This whole thing is not about race. And to the Lacey family, I hope that you prosecute these pieces of hot garbage to the full extent and get every dollar you can. And then I hope they're all prosecuted and sent to jail. And I hope that the people, the people who were there who lied, I hope that you get prosecuted for perjury and you go to jail with the police. You all need to be in general population. And I hope they put on the screen your faces and say they're the ones that are the reason Kyron Lacey is dead.
Wow. Cool. You couldn't have said that any better for me if I tried. Because that right there is the crux of the problem that I've always had since this case began. Because I even had doubts when it came down. I'm like, everything I've heard about this man, I heard a little bit about him at LSU. I was like, you seem to be an upstanding guy, and family loved him. The school loved him. I'm like, he doesn't strike me as someone who would run afoul of the law, but here we go. We have here we are, 2025, and we still have law enforcement wanting to be crooked and paint somebody who isn't a criminal, one who seems to be a thug and a criminal, and you wreck his life figuratively and literally.
I hope their attorney get every last one of them.
No chance for exoneration for him because he's dead.
I hope they get every last one.
And that's
if it wasn't for the lawyer, that video wouldn't even came out.
That's
Well,
another issue I have.
the lawyer said that I'm going to clear him because I know he didn't do it. I'm going to clear
Right. And shout out to the lawyer. I'm glad that you are pursuing this because a young man who is upstanding and outstanding didn't get a chance to live his life as a full-fledged man on this planet.
You ruined the whole
Because,
family.
yeah, because law enforcement decided in Louisiana decided to be crooked, and then you robbed his family of the joy of seeing this young man blossom into the man that he was going to be.
And
All because of what? All because of what? It's a black man that you didn't care if he if he was good or bad. He just looked black, and that's that was his crime.
And let me put it in more simple terms. It was a black man driving a green Charger.
That's what I'm saying.
He was driving while black. That's what the real problem was.
Yeah. It's just it's his crime was he's black. And I don't think I have to ask my two brothers here if they've had to suffer from that too, because I know they have, just like I have.
Yep. You ruined a family of generational wealth because the money that this man could have made as a player could have changed the trajectory of his entire family.
Yes.
And you robbed him of that because you are a racist piece of trash and liars.
Yes. And he was this close to doing that. And because his melanin is a little darker than yours, you decided to ruin this man's life, and you decided to ruin a family's life. Yeah. In a related case of when a police officer decided to just roll up into Sonia Massey's house and shoot her, and footage was shown that the dude just was acting a dummy and an idiot to shoot her because she called him because she was scared that there was somebody that was actually trying to break into her house. I'm proud of that family because they wanted to have that officer be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Absolutely.
Lacey family, I want you to take that model and do the exact same thing here.
Everybody who lied, perjury on all of them.
Yes. I want you to do the exact same thing because guarantee cool, they're going to hell. God's looking at them, they're going to hell. So they're going to get the justice afterlife. But the icing on the cake should be when they actually should get justice here because that family needs it. That family needs that justice.
Yes.
Needs it. Young man getting his life taken away from him. And it's not his fault at all. Pisses me off too. Let me collect myself and change gears. So the Stanford football program, they received a $50 million gift from a former player. The school announced this last week, or I should say today, marking a significant donation as it attempts to revive fortunes of the program under general manager Andrew Luck. Now, it's the biggest individual gift in Stanford football history outside of facilities, and an unusually large one for an individual program. Donations of that value are typically tied to buildings or facilities. Now, that donation comes from former Stanford football player Bradford M. Freeman, who graduated from the school 61 years ago, 1964, and he has been a major Stanford donor for decades since. Now, the Cardinals are currently playing catch-up in the modern college football era. They finished 3-9 in each of the past 4 seasons, now 2-3 under Coach Frank Reich.
They're already 2/3 to what they normally are.
All right, cool. Your thoughts on this ACC program getting a wonderful gift from a former player and a booster, and in hopes of improving their chances in the ACC?
Good for them. Stanford is definitely an intellectual institution. That's what they're known for. But good for them for getting, a donation. Hopefully it was a pure donation and not one of the endowments, because you have to do those differently. Yeah. But it's good to get the money to help the program move into the modern era. wherever conference they're in the future, whether they stay in the ACC or whether they go somewhere else. Maybe they end up going back to the Pac-2, who knows? But wherever they end up at, it's good to have money to upgrade facilities and do different things, uniforms, equipment, all those good things that are important part of these athletes and, their time on campus. So I'm glad that they had an alumni who had $50 million that they could donate. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was my grandpa.
I'm thinking the same thing.
But no, that's good for Stanford football because you need this thing. Like I was talking about earlier, you have to get money in to be able to draw recruits. It's not just paying them, but it's also facilities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you can offer, how high tech your buses are, different stuff like that. And this is something that can help them kind of move some of those things along and, put the program in a better place. So, I mean, they're probably going to still suck their Stanford, but maybe they suck less.
That's actually a good point. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they do suck less. Playmaker, your thoughts on this $50 million windfall for the Cardinal?
Yay.
So you're going to be a hater.
Not there.
So if it was Vanderbilt getting this, you'd be going, yay, to them too?
Yes. Only the problem is I probably won't get to the end because you'd be too busy going off if it was Vanderbilt.
Well, no, I'm not going over Vanderbilt. But this is an SEC. That would be an SEC school that's similar to Stanford.
Me and Koopman can't have learned that you hate Vanderbilt just as much as you hate OU and Texas Tech right about now.
No,
well, you've been going off about them winning games.
So all you have to say about a program that has been struggling for many a year on the football field, and they get this windfall of $50 million. Yay!
What you gonna do with it? That's what I need to see. What you gonna do with it? Was
LeBron James by the all-time basketball's scoring leader? Yay! Really? Stanford University, they get $50 million. Yeah,
we know they're not going to snore it all away. So I mean, come on, man, they're gonna do something with it.
They're gonna do something with it, but will it be football related?
It was for the football program. It literally says Stanford football.
Yeah, it's for football.
So if it's for Stanford football, then yes, it's gonna be for the football program.
We know how these things operate. They can say one thing, using it for something
right,
else.
But in the donation, you're going to state if it's not for Stanford football and it's not approved by me or my estate, you can't use the money.
And then if they do use it for football, I want to see. I give them 2 years. 2 years.
Oh,
let's see where you're at in 2 years.
They're gonna need more than 2 years. Stanford, we're talking about. Come on now.
Yeah, they're gonna need more than
2 years.
Well, I mean, they are seeking a full-time coach, as both the program and Reich have made it clear that he will not be the coach after this interim season. And this gift is a marketing boost for the job, as it shows the availability of immediate resources and the power of untapping Stanford's network.
Maybe they're gonna
okay, so now I get to wait to see what coach you bring in.
And one Mr. Andrew Luck, the general manager in Stanford, said, quote, "I believe that Stanford has the opportunity to be a leading program in college football, and we are entirely motivated to field the championship caliber teams." Close
that
quote.
Is straight capping. That is calculation. Chapter 1, verse 1, the beginning.
He said that is straight capping.
So Mr. Johnson, did that quote that you just read from the GM, did that just not prove my point of me that's waiting?
You have to say that though, but it's still straight lies and untruths.
So basically, he's saying that Andrew Luck is like what Kathy Gilbert is. Straight line.
Straight stop the cat.
Wow, that's
I get. You gotta say you gotta say the political right thing, but did it? But it wasn't that me too. Right, can tell my enthusiasm about them getting a $50 million donation. I need to see what you do with it.
I mean, they're gonna do some stuff with it, but it's still Stanford. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do some stuff with it. Like, come on, man.
Thank you, Andrew Luck, for that quote. Thank you very much.
I figured I saved that one for last. I figured you would like that one.
I think that's why he saved it for like, you heard what I said.
That nigga say, yay.
He was like, darn, this quote gonna go right into what he said.
This Negro said, yay.
Yeah. Do something with it.
Okay,
I haven't heard y'all name since y'all joined the ACC.
Yes, you have. Every time somebody be blowing somebody out of Stanford. So you are straight captain too, sir.
They don't talk about Stanford.
But you still hearing their name.
You can go to ESPN. You can go to ACC Network. You can go to Fox. You can go to C. No, nobody talk about Stanford.
They do.
I knew that's exactly where Cool was going to go. You heard this name every time they get blown out
by the other.
Ain't nobody looking for Stanford.
They're talking about the team
or Notre Dame.
How bad Stanford is.
Yeah.
Or Notre Dame, because they play them every year.
Yeah, when they play Notre Dame,
that's the only time they don't talk about Notre Dame. Every other week they'll talk about Notre Dame, but come to that week, they don't even mention Notre Dame.
When they're talking about who won the games, they're highlighting the games that were impressive victories. Stanford is usually on the other side of the impressive victory. So they are talking about them.
Well, I mean,
not in a positive light, but they are talking about them.
Yeah. I agree with that. Well, from feigned excitement about Stanford getting Stanford's football program getting $50 million to college football tipping into NIL violations. I keep telling you, NCAA, you greedy as Woosah. The College Sports Commission launched a tip line today that allows for anonymous reporting of potential violations of new rules that govern how players are paid for the use of their name, image, and likeness. The commission CEO, Brian Seeley, told the Associated Press, the reporting line adds an important method of gathering information about the thousands of deals it is overseeing under the terms of the almost $3 billion House settlement that reshaped college sports by allowing players to earn money. He said it's something, quote, we've always been planning, close quote, and not a reaction to some of the struggles that startup agency has endured since opening back in July. He went on to say, quote, one of the foundational aspects of any compliance program is reporting methods. And it is important to have reporting methods that people feel comfortable using, which often involves providing anonymous reporting. Close quote. Now, the CSC has contracted with Real Response, a technology company that works with various colleges, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency, NFL Players Association, Major League Baseball, and other sports groups. It provides different ways for people to file reports via text, WhatsApp, web forms, and more, and gives the CSC the chance to loop back with whistleblowers while shielding their identity. All right, Playmaker, your thoughts on, let me see, how can I phrase this? The College Sports Commission to co-sign on snitching, whistleblowers?
So, do we know the rules of the NIL, by the way? Do we actually know the rules? Or is it just words on paper?
We know to stop snitching out this.
Do they know the rules? Yeah, here's the rule. The players can get broken off some cheddar.
Don't snitch, trick. That's the rules.
I mean, I just want to know the rules. You know what are the, not one that you got when you say go to page 36 and section 205, article 53. No, I need to know the actual rules when it comes to NIL.
Well, if they don't follow the rules of NIL, what's going to happen next is I'm going to send the military to the schools, and we're going to shut them down.
Oh no!
Because
you poke fun, cool, but he does love college football a lot.
And you keep your orange head ass out of it.
Almost as much as he loves himself.
He should keep his orange behind out of it, Playmaker.
While you sitting here, doing government shutdowns and doing inflation. I don't need you focusing on those 4 letters. You focus on what we got going on as a goddamn country. You keep your orange head out of this.
He is. He's sending the National Guard to Chicago. Oh, I didn't say that on the show. My bad.
I'm done with this no
huddle. Well, we're not done. Period.
Done, I ain't pressed the button.
Cool. Okay. Cool. I was hoping you wouldn't. Cool. Your thoughts.
Stop snitching, hoes.
I'm glad you saw the same thing I did, bro, because I'm thinking, oh, so they're trying to encourage snitching.
Yeah, we don't do that around here. Nah, bro. Snitches get stitches. I get people stitches.
Oh my goodness.
It's been people snitching. That's why you got all these crazy investigations that the NCAA cannot never figure out how to finalize it.
Again, stop snitching, hoes.
And then we got to go get the Supreme Court involved, and the Supreme Court got to do this, and they look at the NCAA like they're stupid, which they are.
Well, because they are.
Can you get this together? Because the one thing with me and Coach Jones would like to do going forward with this show is not talk about y'all stupidity.
Good luck with that.
But they just keep doing stupid crap. Thank you. They just keep doing stupid crap. That's the messed up part. They just keep doing stupid crap. They keep raising the bar as to how stupid they can be, and they get stupider and stupider. This is exhibit A of how stupider they can still get, and how greedy they still are. Oh my goodness. Now, there have also been reports about schools becoming frustrated with the slowness of the system and bypassing it altogether.
Okay, we talked about that.
Has said that he
we talked about that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like it's a new system.
Now, and now Seeley has said that, he said that they are trying to work out bugs and kinks and all of that. And the new tip line is in place to collect information about those cases if they exist, along with others that escape notice of the CSC. And he said, quote, as we build out the compliance program, I think this is really good development. Close quote. I think I can speak for my brothers when I say no. Playmaker will probably say you're full of crap. Cool will probably say you're capping. I'll just say you straight lying. I think that pretty much, Mr. Seeley, is the button on the bowl, the cherry on the sundae, and the exclamation point to the crap that you are spewing about encouraging whistleblowers in something that the players should earn on their own merit. And with that, sir, that concludes No Huddle.
Oh Lord! I gotta sit here and fight and figure out how many more Michigan news we're gonna get now.
Well, it's all about that was about science stealing. It wasn't really about NIL stuff.
Oh, trust me, somebody in there they're gonna come up and be like, "Hey, Michigan doing such and such."
Well, yeah, seemingly ever since Harbaugh got there, they want to snitch on that school and get them in violation of something. But that's just
and it's gonna be somebody from Ohio too.
It's just ridiculous how, and this is why I have the biggest issue about the NCAA. They just won't leave well enough alone because they don't have the hand in the money. And until they have a concentrated hand in the money, you're going to keep having all of this crap that pops up. Well, the players are making money. We're not even earning a cent of that. We got to find a way that we can actually make money off of these. You already are.
And you don't have the balls to convert the real issue at hand.
It's not that they don't have the balls. It's that they truly don't care because all they worry about is money, 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 money everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know how in music industry they artists have 360 deals, meaning that the record company can get money from every way an artist
Yes, ma'am.
performs and earns. And it used to be where if an artist went out and performed, that the record label didn't touch a cent of what they did and what they earned when they performed. This is what the NCAA wants to do with these NIL deals. They want to do 360 deals with these players.
Yeah,
And I hope that the players will stand up to them and say no.
I agree.
No.
Victor Lock is in the chat.
Victor Lock 3 V like a 3 or Victor. I'm sorry, my bad. Cool, please. You do it better than I do. He says, "Good morning, gent. Good afternoon, gents. Mr. Playmaker, Cool Breeze McCain, and the EP of EPs, Cole Johnson. It's a pleasure to meet you. The Ed McMahon of the Snowman in the Morning program. One, Mr.
Victor, do me a
Yes,
favor.
sir.
Get everybody in here because when we come from commercial break, I think me and Cool gonna be chilling, probably snacking on some popcorn, some chips, and probably having some drinks.
Yeah, I'm about to go refill my drink. Give me some more chips because it's about to be good.
Drinking his cup.
Ray
Oh, Lord.
will be back.
Put some drink in my cup.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Get mounts of entertainment with Paramount Plus. Stream new movies such as Mean Girls, Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and Good Burger 2 with Paramount Plus. Stream live sports such as the UEFA Champions League, the NFL on CBS, the PGA Tour, and March Madness. Catch hit CBS shows such as Fire Country, Ghost, NCIS, and more. But also catch exclusive originals for Paramount Plus such as Special Arts Lioness, The Famous Stallones, the new streaming home, or Showtime. Watch Showtime original series and movies when you sign up with Paramount Plus with Showtime. Make it a fun, action-packed adventure for the whole family and create kid-friendly profiles for the little ones. So much to stream with Paramount Plus with over 45,000 full episodes from BET, CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and more. Paramount Plus, mountains of entertainment.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
Welcome back to Bear Down Gridiron on this Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. Now we went through a lengthy huddle because news just want to pop up on you after you done your part, but news keep want to pop up, so you had to add some more stuff to it. But now, I hope you got your popcorn, your chips, whatever you're going to chew on. Hope you got whatever beverage you're going to drink, because it's time for the all-important Gridiron Roundup. So as we prepare for the Gridiron Roundup,
and the grin's already on his face. Lord. Austin, we have a problem. A Dallas problem. Dallas Wilson helps Gators drown Longhorns.
Who would have ever thought a dude with the name Dallas will be the reason why the Longhorns will get beat in the swamp?
I'm this close to hating you, Playmaker. I'm this close to hating you.
Look, 29-21 win by the Gators.
And the game wasn't even that close.
No, it wasn't. Dallas wasn't in his college debut. 6 catches, 111, and 2 touchdowns, with the second one being the most disrespectful one if you're a Longhorn fan.
Just ran through tackles. But yeah,
that's why
the young
right
man.
That was the second tackle. That was the second touchdown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The young man did his thing, and I can't hate him. I can't hate on what he did.
You probably hate his name though.
What it? Yeah, the D is perfect. The ALLAS, on the other hand, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm so wrong. I'm so wrong for that. I am so wrong. Forgive me for those who belong in Dallas. I love Dallas. I love Dallas. Now Dallas Wilson, the city Dallas.
That's why he can't stand me right now. That dude had to be the name Dallas, and he had to be the one to go in and then was letting me to come up with that.
But he had a wonderful debut. If you're gonna have a coming out party, have the coming out party at home against a team that was ranked in the top 10, and you basically destroy the opposing team secondary.
And you made DJ Larry know what color jersey he had on.
This is probably the best game since what? In January that he's played. I mean, dude looked like a night and day difference at QB. This was not the QB that I thought I was going to see. That I have seen the last 3 or 4 weeks. He actually looked tolerable.
I would say this. Mind if I say this, Coach Johnson?
He said tolerable.
Go ahead. I mean, he did throw a pick. He did throw a mini. He did throw a stupid pick. I will say that. But he actually looked tolerable.
Could have been, man.
He could have played better, but he played.
No, I'm talking about
well,
that pick. I think that was miscommunication. So I don't know if I'll call it stupid on that one. I think it was just miscommunication on that one, which happens at times.
Yeah, it's sometimes. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. What you were going to say? Go ahead, sir.
Because I know most people will look at Archman and see 263, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. All right. My one gripe with Texas, Steve Sarkisian, this is your fault, and Coach Jones will probably explain why it's your fault. That O-line is terrible. I think Arch Manning had but like 2 seconds before he saw a blue jersey in his face.
And you say that I am the one who's going to be needing the popcorn? You the one?
No, that's the only thing. That's the only thing I need to get off my chest. That's the only thing I need to get off my chest. Because that man was running for his life. He acted like he was getting literally chased by gators.
Oh no! You need to still cook because that's one of my gripes.
That man.
And I can And that can allow you to cook all program long about that on my behalf.
Nah, this is your team. I don't want to stay Ocean. This is your team. My team won. Surprisingly.
Oh no, you ain't. No. Oh no. You ain't gonna steal any shine.
Surprisingly, my team actually looked like an actual college football team for once.
Your team looked good. I mean, they actually look. They defensively.
Well, defensively, they've been playing good ever since the start of the season. They've been strapped up week 1.
They could have played better against Miami.
Man, at some point you get tired of you caused a turnover and your offense went 3-0. It's like, bro.
I'll give you credit. They allowed 13 points against LSU because, of course, the other 7 was a pick 6. They only allowed 18. They didn't even allow a touchdown against South Florida. Yeah, but your defense is really good.
The offense. Oh, by the way, hold on.
They weren't as good again. They weren't as good as they should have been
Johnson,
against
right.
Miami. But I get what you're saying.
You're right. There's another crap I got.
Again, give me the popcorn tub. Cook on the Longhorns, please.
I thought Texas had a good defense, but y'all couldn't stop the running game to save your goddamn life.
So why should I even talk about my Longhorns? Because you're perfectly stating the 2 biggest gripes I got.
I'm saying like Darren Ball is just running. Damn, he taking off. All right then. I know Coach Jones is gonna hate this so much because this ain't the week 1 Texas. Only lost by 7 to Ohio State.
No. Florida was able to get whatever they wanted to do on offense freely. And that's what was so frustrating about that. And it rendered. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. Go ahead.
And to me, it rendered the thought that I had about their defense moot. It rendered them moot. Because Florida showed, and this is the one thing that you can hang your hat on, playmaker. Same thing with you, Cool, since you both back Florida schools. This proves that Floridian athletes are just especially football, are a higher caliber than just about everywhere else. Now, they may not all possess the strength that most other places have, Texas being one of them. But speed, you can't fool with that. And the Gators made the Longhorns look like, how can I put this? You remember how Ohio State was just beating everybody in the Big Ten, but when they played an SEC school in the bowl season, it looked like that they were in cement shoes?
Until they saw Tennessee on the cross.
Well, until last year. But I mean, before last year, it seemed like Ohio State was they were stuck in cement. And it didn't matter if it was Georgia, didn't matter if it was Alabama, didn't matter if it was LSU. They just looked like they were stuck in cement.
Mm-hmm.
This is how the Longhorns looked Saturday. I'm like, jeez. It's like I had my own co-host say, you should be proud of your Longhorns. They went the furthest in their first year in the SEC than anybody in the conference. They look like hot trash. And this is what I thought I was going to see last year. I thought I was going to see a drubbing, and believe me, this 8-point differential, this 8-point margin of loss, it shouldn't have been 8. It should have been 20. Because the Gators had control of this game, and they just let off the brakes in the fourth quarter. Because this was their game from start to just about finish. And it took a feverish effort that they had to stave off for it not to be tied or even closer than 8 points. All right. It's time for me to take the gloves off. Look, my co-host is correct. That offensive line is hot garbage. The defensive line was proved to be hot garbage. And the secondary, what the crap was that? I don't understand what I was seeing. Do you all know what the word do you even know how to? I'll help you. Tackle is spelled Tackle. It means you wrap your arms around the ball handler and bring them to the turf. How difficult is it for you to not know what tackling is? Lord. And then an offensive line. 5 300-pound matadors. No wonder why Arch Manning looks horrible. No wonder why in a game against a directional school, he threw 10 straight incomplete passes. He's running for his life. And it's to the point where, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Let's go to, you couldn't stop the run. Let's go to the run. You know who was the best ball carrier for you? Arch Manning. And it wasn't even close. The dude gained 37 yards. The next highest total was Quintavion Wisner with 11. See, it's the fault of that dummy Steve Sarkisian. Look, son, lay off of the liquor. Lay off it. You drunk son of a so. Look, get off the sauce and know that you have a supposed program that's blue blood and supposed to be up there with the Ohio States, the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Michigans. They're supposed to be up there with them, but you are an embarrassment on the sideline. We're seeing stories of, oh, you might be cheating on your wife and crap like that. You have a coach, a team, son. Coach him. And the fact that you were a top 10 program and you lost to an unranked team that beat a directional school. What was it, Long Island? That was their other victory before losing to South Florida, LSU, and Miami. You rolled over and got steamrolled by a non-ranked team. And the victory didn't put them ranked. And because of that, you monkey you don't even belong in the playoffs. I don't give two craps if you run the table. I don't care if you beat Oklahoma. You beat Vanderbilt, which unfortunately they are ranked. You beat Texas A&M. And you beat Georgia twice. I don't care. Or if you beat Georgia, you beat Alabama in the SEC championship game. You can run the whole table. And you still don't belong in the playoffs. You don't even belong in the 12 that is supposed to play for the national championship. And getting that silver and gold cylinder, you win.
Playoffs.
You don't belong to have that.
Playoffs.
And it what makes it even worse. Yes, Jim Mora, playoffs. What makes this even worse? This weekend, the second Saturday in October, was supposed to be your weekend. Yeah. There's this hot garbage game in Eugene between Indiana and Oregon. But this is traditionally your weekend. You know how like the next weekend is traditionally Alabama and Tennessee. This is traditionally your weekend. The second Sunday in October, this is when Texas and Oklahoma should be center stage. And this is what I was supposed to put up on the screen. It doesn't matter what time of year, what time of day, any time of the year, OU sucks. That's what I'm supposed to be putting on there and say this. Because it was supposed to be an interesting battle between two top 10 ranked teams. But what do we find out, Mr. Lush? That it's going to be a number 6 ranked team versus an unranked Longhorns team. All because you had the smiling jackass look like this on the sideline all game long. And why? Because he was playing Pop Warner in your club. So I want you, when you down the whole bottle of wine in Austin and you eat the cheese, I want you to understand fully you got beaten by a smiling jackass. Napier proved he wasn't the bigger jackass on Saturday. No playoff for you, monkey mother suckers. Pissing me off.
Not disappointed.
But I will say this though: congratulations to you, playmaker. Your Gators were the better team. I'll play Texas. You earned that victory all the way. The Big Dog Shay Lake says, so what exactly have I been summoned for? You were summoned for me to actually say a lush went on the sideline and coached the worst game in his SEC career. Even when he was the OC at Alabama, he didn't look as bad as he did Saturday. I'm sorry. Woosah. Shane went on to say, I'm just waiting for y'all to talk about Chapel Bill and the fact that he could buy out his contract if he could land with a different team or in media. No, he should land in the coffin. But Sarkisian, get off the sauce and learn that you got a blue blood program that you're supposed to steamroll when you have a ranked program in front of you. Oh, V-Like-A3 says, oh, Cole Johnson's cooking. Thank you, sir. Victor says, no playoffs for you. Come back 1 year. Exactly. Yeah, this is going to be one of those regroup years because this year ain't it. Y'all, as Victor also says, Steve Sarkisian dipping into that Gerald Jack Daniels. Look, I would have been happier if he actually had that energy that Gerald had this past Sunday in the Meadowlands when he decided to flip off a fan. At least he showed passion, Sarkisian. Where was it on you? Oh, that's right. I forgot. The passion was all lined with the smiling jackass.
I think that what makes it even worse for Cole Johnson. He can't use this to make fun of Billy Napier. No.
Because I actually have to say, it's the best game he's coached since his run lasted in December. I mean, in November. And the funny thing is, I haven't even used it to poke fun at him once since I made this graphic. But Sarkisian,
you know what makes it worse? Both teams was coming off bye weeks.
Yeah,
it wasn't like one team played and the other team had a bye. No, both teams had bye weeks at the same time.
Sarkisian, I have to say, son, you, Billy Napier may be the smiling jackass, but you are the drunk jackass. Go to AA, son. And I would get on Arch Manning, but I understand. How can I put it? How can I put this in a nice way? It's like he's taken the same form as his uncle Eli. He's a special ed student. Damn. So how can you get on a special education student?
That's actually true.
Damn. Shane, he says, "Oh, I'm about to keel over from laughing. This is priceless." Thank you, Shane. He says, "Texas is the George Costanza of the CFP. No playoffs for you. Next."
And yeah, somehow they probably end up making it anyway.
Playoffs.
They gotta run the table to do it, and I don't see that happening.
All right. Okay. Cole Johnson, take a breath, grab some water, wash your blood pressure, because you don't have to worry about this one. Next on the docket.
All right.
We're going to Cool McCain's territory.
Oh, before you do, hey, you Texas, read my graphic. No playoffs. You didn't earn it.
Okay, can you
Sam!
read my graphic, sir?
I'll read it, but I want them to read this. You wish that you had that cylinder. Sit down. You don't earn jack.
Nah, tell him why you mad, son. Tell him. You holding back.
Yeah.
he got to say something. He got one more. He got one more to go through. He got to say something.
I am saving some. Miami claims state of Florida, which they did a wonderful job Saturday. Canes control Knowles and Doe Campbell.
Good, McCain, this is your team. This is your rivalry game, so I'll let you depict how the game went.
So, Florida State Seminoles. You were at home. Came out. You did your... And then you proceeded to get punched in the face several times. People try to say Carson Beck, okay quarterback. Man, I say he's okay too, but he threw 4 touchdowns on y'all clowns. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my thing is, you guys make me sick for the rest of the season. Extra sick. You always make me sick, but you make me extra sick. You cost us a chance for game day because you decided to go out and suck the week before. But you somehow believed that even though you sucked against Virginia, who was unranked at the time, that you were going to beat number 3 Miami just because we were playing in your stadium and you could do your thing. What I want you to understand, the talent difference this year weighed heavily towards Miami. The one very strong complaint I have about this game is you let these guys back in the game. There is no way on the good Lord's earth that this game should have been 28-22. And I can't say the game was not that close. You know why? Because you decided to do something that another team that plays football that I like that wears green does. You decided to take your foot off their throats. Lucky for Miami, Florida State's talent differential with them is enough for us to still get a win. This should have been a 35-10 game, easy. But you cannot take your foot off the throat of other teams. I would like for us to understand that. If you are a team that Cool McCain roots for that plays football and you wear green, stop taking your mother-loving foot off the gas and put it on somebody's throat. Leave it there and lean down. And if you're fat, put extra pressure. What are we doing, Miami? And you know what this is going to cost us, Miami? As soon as Oregon goes out, but this week we're going to be back at 3 because this win is not impressive, and it should be an impressive win. And you can say that, oh, the way you win doesn't matter as long as you win. Hogwash, poppycock, bull crap, all that. We know good and well wins, stylistic points and wins still matter. So because you decided to go out and play soft in the second half, so I just had to go out and say, oh, we're just going to, run the clock out and blase this and blase that. Other teams now feel like if this Florida State team who just got dogged last week could almost beat y'all, it's a little bit more confidence than you want. Most people think, oh, Cool's team won. He's going to get up here and brag about how great they are and blase this and blase that. When you lose to a now unranked Florida State, when you almost lose to them and they only lose to you by 6 points, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that in the NFL. You that going well. No, I'm not happy with that in the NCAA. One time, I would like to see a Miami team go out there and be a 2000, 2001. We'll say a 2000 through 2005 Miami team and really beat the dog crap out of somebody that's not FCS bottom or Division II. Okay? So how about that will be our thing? Moving forward, we need to start really beating teams. How about we say we're number 2, we're top 5 team, a top 2 team right now, but top 5 team. How about we go and act like it? How about we stop acting like the Miami from 3 or 4 years ago when we were kind of good, but we was barely beating teams that we should beat by more, and then finally somebody got us. How about we take the tip from NFL teams and do the same thing? You keep playing around with these teams, somebody gonna get you. So how about you get them before you get got? But it doesn't seem to be Mario Cristobal. So, I mean, I hope that we continue to win. But to me, this was more concerning than liberating to win this game by 6 points against Florida State. And you had them, 28? I think we had them 28-7 or 28-7.
28-3.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 28-3.
Sorry, yeah, that was 3. We have to be better. So consistently, you have to be better if you want to be a powerhouse team in the NCAA. You have to be better.
All right, first and foremost,
winning the ACC. One more thing: if you happy with winning the ACC and being the ACC champion and going to the playoffs and getting your behind pots whooped, then what you're doing is fine. But if you have any aspirations of winning a game in the playoffs or possibly being a national champion, we need to step up probably about 2 more levels mentally on how we plan. These teams that we should beat, like Florida State, and no disrespect to Florida State, because I do respect Florida State, but this team this year was not on our level. And they played like they were because we stopped playing. That's disappointing. I'm done, sir.
Okay. First and foremost, Cool McCain and Miami Hurricanes, congratulations. You beat Florida. You beat South Florida. You beat Florida State. You have earned the right to claim the title of Kings of Florida.
They are this year.
That cannot be taken from you. You earned it on the field.
No type of championships, though.
So that's
it's not a bad bragging thing, but don't get us no type of championships.
I know, but being a Florida guy, you know, I have to pay respect with respect, so I really need to be paid it.
But I get cool. Yeah, you want this trophy that Texas ain't gonna get.
Secondly, everything Cool McCain said, I agree with 1,000,000%. Because why in the hell did y'all let them score 19 unanswered in the fourth quarter?
Let all the way up off the gas.
Cole just said it.
You went from 28-3 to 28-22.
Because I actually watched this game for the second half. I saw a little bit of first half, but I saw all the second half. I was impressed by seeing what I saw from Miami in the third quarter, but I was like you, Cool. I was alarmed and concerned at how it was such a 180 in the fourth. I'm like, wait, is this the same team I'm watching? Right. They were executing flawlessly on offense, and defensively they were crushing everything that Florida State was dishing. And it seemed like they switched uniforms in the fourth quarter. It just was strange to me.
So Cool McCain is right. Keep playing with fire. Mm-hmm. You gonna get burnt.
You will get burnt. And take it from me. You'll get burnt in a way that you would not want to see coming, because it'll come against a team that you did not think was going to even touch you, let alone
call Nick Sirianni. He'll tell you
burn.
And this is the one thing I can say about Cool McCain, because even when we did our preseason picks, he was not fully bullish on Miami Hurricanes, because he said it's always a game where they're gonna mess around and they're gonna get caught. Let's go to last year. He had an opportunity to make it to Charlotte for the ACC championship. What do? You took your asses up to New York to the Q-Dome against Syracuse, and all of a sudden, y'all couldn't play no defense. It was just bombs away from Syracuse.
And then they had a chance to avenge their L at home against Georgia Tech, went to Atlanta and took an L there.
So Cool McCain, he's optimistic. I won't say happy. I'll say optimistic.
But you got to show me.
He's optimistic. That's why he's optimistic.
When it comes to Miami,
it's understandable. That's understandable.
You got to show me.
Yeah, that's 100% fair. But and I'll say from this standpoint, I could get why Cool is like, yeah, it's cool that Miami's ranked number 2 in the country, but I just ain't seen it. They played Notre Dame. They dominated. Same thing, dominated over the first 3 quarters. And then all of a sudden, Notre Dame scored 17 unanswered points, and it took a feverish field goal late in the game for them to actually pull the victory out of their behinds, which they led 24-7 before Notre Dame came storming back. and that was at home. This was in Tallahassee. That game was at home. And then you have this. And then the Florida game. Offensively, they weren't really all that impressive. Defensively, they were. But offensively, they weren't. And they eked out points every now and then. And they slowly built to their victory. But it wasn't one of those.
Offense was
Wow,
not impressive.
this
The
reminds
one for the defense getting tired is like because our offense can't do a goddamn thing.
It was just, but I get what Cool is saying. It's like this is not the late '80s Jimmy Johnson led team or the early '90s Dennis Erickson type team, or heck, even the Coker teams in the early 2000s, where you knew when you saw the orange and green U on the field, you knew you were going to get out hustled, outrun, out physicaled. And you just knew before kickoff, oh, we don't stand a chance.
I would say it is.
And they actually proved that you didn't stand a chance.
I can say it's cool. You can tell me if you agree with me or not. Between this game against Florida State against the game against the Gators, for me, I felt like if DJ Larry would have made one throw early in the goddamn game, that's a whole different game. Because Miami was struggling on offense.
I mean, yeah, you can't not jump on people early. Pause with that, but you can't not jump on people. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You got to come out early, and we don't do a good job of that consistently. There's 4 quarters in the football game. So you can't decide to play the first 3 and not play the fourth and always win. You can't decide to play the last 3 and not the first one and always win. You got to play all 4 of them. And we're still
at what point in that game against us that you felt, okay, we got this?
Probably wait for the fourth.
It went into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, probably a third of the way or halfway in the fourth.
Yeah, when we got to the fourth,
because it was still a game before the fourth quarter.
When we got to the fourth, I'm like, by halfway to the third, I'm like, we might be all right. Right, I started to feel a little bit more comfortable. But when we got to the fourth, I'm like, okay, but we still got to finish things out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That and I've said this to Cool. That's my only issue with Miami. They are a talented team, but man, they got to put 60 minutes together. They got to.
And if they actually do,
because if they meet a team as talented as they are, they stand a chance of not winning this type of game.
Right.
Before we move on,
and you can't play down at all. Right? You can't say, okay, we good going into the fourth. Hey guys, we're just gonna relax. You know, we're not gonna worry about the fourth quarter here, guys. Okay, buddies, we got everything, guys. Just relax.
Right.
Florida State made 2 more plays, man. It could have got ugly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're talking about a different game. Yeah, I agree with you. Shane, Texas, look at the screen, son. Look at the screen all day. Victor V like A3 says, I'm on the bus and wheezing right now. Thank you, Vic. And he says, "Oh, Cool Breeze is spitting facts," and yes, he is.
All right,
yes, he is.
Vic, if you're still on the bus, I feel bad for you because you're gonna be wheezing some more. And Shane, you better get ready because we move from the ACC and Cool McCain's territory up to the Big Ten. Oh my God, this is gonna be hilarious.
The Big Ten. And of course, he has to hit with this. Roses are red, violets are blue. The Rose Bowl was sweet for a Bruins win. UCLA upsets Penn State.
42-37.
This is ridiculous.
What an upset. A top 10 upset at that. And Cool McCain, did you know UCLA?
Another
did you know UCLA was ready before they beat Penn State?
I was aware of this.
I'm sorry.
What? It's hard to explain the level of disappointment. And I'm not even a Penn State fan, but it's just hard to explain the level of disappointment for these dudes just 2 weeks straight just taking a dump on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you doing? And you can't be successful if you can't win the big games, and then you can't even bounce back when you lose. like
Facts.
Penn State. I'm gonna leave a lot of the vitriol for one Mr. Cole Johnson so that I can sit back and enjoy it. So I'm trying to pick through my words so I don't invade on the privilege of listening to Mr. Johnson dig into them. Pause. But I will say that I feel like Penn State may not be listening to the coach anymore. It might be getting to a situation where the coach doesn't have the same buy-in from his guys anymore because of what's happening. I hope that that's not true, but to come out and let this happen to a defeated UCLA team, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
So, like the last time, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say, Cole Johnson, as you get the full screen, cook.
Okay, so the Nittany Lions, you come into this game, you go to Pasadena, you were 3-1, and you took it on the chin in Happy Valley against Oregon. You play a team in UCLA that hasn't had a victory since last year. They were 0-4 to start off the year, and they already got their butts whooped to the Big Ten once. And you're supposed to be the big dog on the block. You're supposed to be the program that is supposed to be this triumvirate of the Big Ten powers. There's Ohio State, there's Oregon, and then there's Penn State. That's how it was supposed to be, right? I mean, everybody else was supposed to pick at you to pull you down like a crab in a barrel type of thing. You know, you pull you down to the rest of them so that someone else, you know, like in Illinois or in Indiana, could be the third pillar of the prong, even Michigan now. So you are coming off a season where you got a chance to play for the Big Ten Championship in December. And you took an L there, and then you took an L against that same team 9 months later, almost 10 months later. And you went to Pasadena. You saw on the schedule before we even got to the season, you saw on the schedule, and I'm sure your players saw on the schedule, oh, this is going to be a dub. We don't have to concern ourselves with anything UCLA. Bruins, please. This should be an absolute cakewalk. Well, somebody forgot to give the memo to the defensive line of the Nittany Lions because although you all ran for a respectable 157 yards, you had a team that couldn't beat a Pop Warner squad run for 280 yards against you. 280. I can excuse the L that you took at home to Oregon. I can excuse that a little bit, although you still stay losing the top 10 ranked teams. You stay getting whooped by top 10 teams. I mean, that's just how it is. You stay just getting whooped by top 10 teams. You just take L's, spread them cheeks wide, and just get hit in the back.
Pause.
With a smile on your face. Now I'll put the pause. So you take it hard and fast with top 10 ranked teams. We all know that because your record is 4-21 against top 10 ranked teams, Mr. Franklin. But what's the excuse here? Because UCLA, they weren't ranked. In fact, they were winless. At least with my squad, who was a top 10 ranked team, getting beat by by an unranked team, they actually had a dub. Although, albeit it was a directional school, it's still they had a dub. UCLA didn't even have a dub, and they fired the coach before this game, the head coach. Started on 4. They said, hey, see you later. Enjoy the sunshine. Get out of our office. And you ain't going to coach on the sidelines no more. And this was a former UCLA player that they gave the axe to. So then you allow Rick Neuheisel's son, the new offensive coordinator of UCLA, to get carried off the field because your defense, Franklin, sucked. And you didn't have your team prepared because they were down 27-7 at the half. What excuse do you have? 27-7 at the half. See, and I think Cool is correct. I think, Mr. Franklin, you have lost your locker room. Your happy-go-lucky understanding of, yeah, we're good, we're wonderful. All you have to do is just have a stiff upper lip, hard work ethic. Punch the guy. We're good, but you're not the best. You're not the best, and you're not the best because you can't lay a finger on Ohio State. You've proven now you can't lay a finger on Oregon, and now you can't even lay a finger on a lowly UCLA. So I would say that you stay taking top 10 L's, but I think what's even worse, sir, is that you now have to say UCLA is my daddy. And I'm talking like you were laying on the bed, legs wide open, no tree trunk, and you getting it done to you. UCLA is your daddy. Sounding like that hoe on 2 Live Crews, Be So Horny.
That's a triple pause.
Because, son, there is no explanation as to why your team looked that bad all game long. You can say, well, yeah, in the second half you recovered and you scored points and made it close. Your team looked bad, son. In fact, your team looked worse in this game than it did at home against Oregon. And Oregon's a much better team. They're a much better opponent. But your team looked like they actually were invested to beat them. They could give 2 craps about playing UCLA. Just like you gave 2 craps about it. Oh. But I guess you decided to say to your daddy, I don't want 2 minutes and a half. I want to get done for 4 hours.
Pause.
This is you are an embarrassment, Franklin. Look, call it a career. Call it a career. You've proven that your ceiling is you can give us a 9-3, a 10-2 season at the best, at the most. But more than likely, you're going to give us 8-4, and if the team is marginal, 7-5 and 6-6 records. That's what you've proven. That's what you've proven, son. UCLA's son. No, sorry, UCLA's daughter. That's what you've proven. So I hope you enjoy having your legs spread eagle with your toes pointed in the air like it's a ballerina, and UCLA's pounding you hard, pounding you fast, pounding you. So that thumb, that's directions for your daddy to pound you even harder. Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know.
So many pauses.
This is proof that UCLA is your daddy, Franklin.
I'm done.
Stop getting screwed, son, and stop liking it.
Do I really even need to say it?
No, you don't.
Pause.
Dude, I don't think he looked like he liked it in this picture.
That's embarrassing. How you let this garbage of a team run for 280 yards against you? How? Shane says the only constant in the top 25 is Ohio State. No one else wants to even be in the top 25, or at least in the Big Ten. It rotates more than a cheap hotel room. Oh, you mean the cheap hotel room in the LA area that Franklin sees to visit? He goes, I don't know what's worse. The L Penn State took against UCLA, or the fact that a couple weeks ago Atlanta got shut up by Carolina.
They're both bad.
Both are bad.
Yeah.
But when you play a winless team and they showed none of this form at all, UCLA did not show any of this type of effort in any of the 4 previous games they played. And they can put up 42 on a Penn State squad that supposedly is competing for the Big Ten championship, and they can run for almost 300 yards against them. I would say the L that James Franklin took up is behind. The L that Penn State took that UCLA is worse.
And you make
Shane
a convincing argument, sir.
Thank you, sir. Shane also says roses are red, violets ain't blue or are blue. Dear Penn State, no one fears you.
Nor should they.
Yeah, but I guess James, you fear UCLA's. I'm sorry, I shouldn't go there. My bad. Shane also goes on to say UCLA put Penn State on a certain type of bus and just drilled them.
Pause for Shane too.
So the only question I got to ask you, Mr. Franklin, is how good was that screwing? It must have been really good because UCLA put the pounding on you all game long. Sad.
You know how bad UCLA is.
They're horrible.
Look at you, Alice numbers.
They're better than Penn State.
And then look
at
UCLA's top quarterback and running back.
Mm-hmm.
And they still was like, take that.
No, that was James Franklin saying that. But
James Franklin was saying yes.
Alamala. The transfer from Tennessee
that's right. Cool.
Scored 5 touchdowns on y'all.
My man was a
lead. 5 touchdowns.
Threw the ball and ran the ball. He was out there looking like Jalen Hurts.
Playmaker.
Oh, actually, probably more like Lamar Jackson.
Playmaker. UCLA gained 280 yards on the ground against them.
I know, because
280.
I know, because the quarterback had 128 of them with 3 touchdowns.
280. This team was winless before Saturday. Gained 280 yards against them.
All you had to do was play Penn State.
If my math is
your
correct,
team would be solved and be better.
If my math is correct, the quarterback for UCLA scored 35 of them, 42 points.
Your math is correct, sir.
6 times, yeah.
Your math is correct. Yes. Of the 42 points, the quarterback was responsible for 35 of them. Yes.
6 times 5 is 35. Last time that I checked.
That's a damn shame. The quarterback of UCLA, who went back home, by the way, and not having a great homecoming, by the way.
Oh,
well,
Olivia had one. Had one Saturday.
Had one on Saturday, though, didn't they?
Yeah, had one on Saturday. Damn,
a fantastic one.
Damn, James Franklin. You're supposed to bounce back after you take that L to Oregon in the whiteout.
Oh, he took something all right.
He bounced. He was bouncing.
He was bouncing. He was bouncing. He took something.
It's bad because they like to say teams that got to travel to the West Coast, to the East Coast, they don't win. Well, Oregon proved that wrong. And then they like to say when you got to travel to the East Coast, to the West Coast, you got to same thing happens, and then you did both of them.
Yeah.
So you just losing the West Coast teams now, huh? Do you even play USC? Because you might lose that one. And USC is better than UCLA.
That's what's so sad. Ridiculous. And to answer your question, no, they do not play USC this year. In fact, they don't play any other West Coast team the rest of the way.
Oh, I ain't got to worry about. I already know who I'm picking November 1st, and I know the exact date, November 1st, because a week from my birthday. I know who I'm picking for sure.
Yeah, again,
1,000%.
Like I said last week, and it goes, and I will say it again. When you play that team that you always play at that time next month, you will stay taking top 10 L's once again to Ohio State. And then we'll make a new sign that says Ohio State is your daddy. And why am I saying it this way? Because one, Mr. Franklin, we now know that you, sir, are a hoe.
I'm mad you said that, and I got Shane's comment up here. God,
all right. Shane says, so Penn State, did the Bruins at least take you to a nice restaurant before they... I'm sorry, maybe that's actually too much.
They didn't need to.
No. There was no wine and no dining. There was no 69 either.
No, I ain't need none of that.
It was just straight laying. It was just straight laying down, spread the cheeks, and just tattooing it.
Tight work. Pause.
all right. So we can go from Cole Johnson going off to Cole Johnson feeling really. No, take that back.
Quote, these ain't your fathers, Red Raiders nor Cavaliers, close quote. Texas Tech and Virginia, impressive.
I couldn't pick one without doing the other one. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Because it's just...
That's fine.
Both teams been on the road.
That's fine.
Against opponents that you can't take lightly.
Yeah, that's what James Franklin said about UCLA. He's going to say the same about Ohio State.
Texas Tech has a defense, which is something that me, Coach Johnson, thought we'll never say. These boys are playing defense. You don't play defense in the Big 12.
I'm proud of Texas Tech. I am. And they've earned being in the top 10. And hopefully, hopefully they can stand up to the pressure of actually having that weight of expectation. Because now it's between them and BYU as to who's probably going to be the team that's going to represent the Big 12 as the champion. So it'd be good to see.
And then Virginia. They follow up that monster upset against Florida State by going to Louisville, Kentucky, and taking down the Cardinals. Cool McCain, they did not do the typical we got the big win letdown game.
They got close to it, but they didn't. They got close to it. They had to go to OT. See, this is the thing, too. When you get in this OT reign, letting team back in, all that, it becomes trouble for you. Because had they handled their business in regulation and not allowed 10 points in the fourth quarter, they would have never went to overtime. So I say they were lucky to escape, i.e., just like Miami. But you got to keep that foot on the throat. And if you heavy press heavier, you feel me? They're not like these teams are undefeated, but they both pretty much shot themselves in the foot at the same time, even though they won. So I give you props for the win on the road, but you can't allow those games to come down to what they are allowing them to happen. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Oh, Lord. I got to go back to this because I think Big Dog wanted to have a drop the mic moment.
Oh, so Shane says, so wait, does that mean that James Franklin is a top 10 bit? Okay, I'll see myself out. Yes, James Franklin is a hoe to any top 10 ranked team. Yes. He spreads it wide and smiles hard. Both ways. Pause.
Whoa.
Okay. Can we get out James Franklin? Because this was the moment that Coach Johnson, he gets to have a cool down moment.
Well, UCLA ain't. They still screwing them.
Oh. Be off of UCLA.
They're not.
You gotta ask James Franklin.
I'm not even thinking about James Franklin.
UCLA still is.
That's what I'm saying. UCLA definitely is. I'm sorry. Revenge is a dish. I'm sorry. Quote. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Crimson Tide cools down commies. Oh no. Crimson Tide cools down the Commodores. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry that in Tuscaloosa you did not see them perform Sail On, Steel, Brick House, Slippery When Wet, Machine Gun. I'm sorry you did not see the Commodores perform. They got out. They got that work.
30-14, and always better got the 30 because what the thing for Cool McKinney, they Kevin the Boy still had his offense plan and they ended up scoring a touchdown late. So
you mean not letting the game come down to 7 points, or less than 7 points at the end, and having to go to overtime or lose at the end of the game?
No,
the game was 20. The game was 20-14 before going to fourth quarter. So there you go. Bama was like, I think we need to make sure that we put the nail in the coffin. And did.
Ty Simpson ever since that Florida State game has been on one.
Yeah. He's actually looking pretty good. Now, if they can now in the barrage of teams that they're playing against, can he continue to hold up? And that's going to be the telltale because they play Missouri next, and then after that it'll be Tennessee. Although in Tennessee it's going to be back in Tuscaloosa. Of course, the Missouri game that's going to be in Columbia. So
and getting Jam Miller back is definitely helping them.
Now that is why I would say is where they're loving life. They need to have that explosive guy in the backfield. They got him now. He made a big difference last week in between the hedges, and he made a big difference this past Saturday against the Commodores.
Diego Pavia, you know what you did this year that you didn't do last year? You turned the football over twice.
Good job, son. You finally proved that you are an engineer, a lawyer, or a doctor. Thank you. Thank you for proving me right, Vanderbilt. I'm happy for you. You performed the way that I know you're supposed to perform.
You know, one of them turnovers came somewhere around the 20-yard line going in.
Oh! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, James Franklin. Playmaker did not mean saying going in, because I know that you don't want USA to go in on you again. I'm sorry. I know that you're daddy. I'm sorry.
Can you leave? You just can't leave it alone, can you?
Or maybe James Franklin likes to hear going in.
Maybe so.
Don't add to the nonsense.
You know who I am.
I said don't add to it.
Don't add to the nonsense. I was speaking of hot fire facts. What are you talking about nonsense?
Yeah, like his name is Dylon Dillinger right now.
Dylon Dillinger.
Fire.
It should be Dylon.
Hot fire.
Speaking of hot fire facts. Hot fire.
I speak hot fire.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see how Vanderbilt bounces back from this loss. Will they turn back into your father's Commodores? Or will they say, okay, we took one on the chin, but we still one of the teams that is competing in the SEC?
Shane, he says, at least the people over in the infield in Talladega didn't need to travel to Tuscaloosa and take some heads. Yeah, thankfully they didn't have to make that trip.
Even though Coach Johnson would probably the only thing Coach Johnson would have been looking for, too.
He says James Franklin needs to go to work for Riley Reid. That's what he needs.
All right, and with that,
I'm not even upset.
I'm
not even upset that I took an L with my Louisville pick to Virginia. Because
I took a chance. You heard what I said. I'm gonna take a chance here.
No, you did right. I'm just so livid and pissed about Texas screwing the pooch.
I mean, we did have a chance to change our pick from Iowa State because of what happened, but we stuck with
But we still, yeah. I was like, I'll stand 10 toes down, and they paid the price for it. Yeah,
throw it out there.
Yeah, and they paid the price.
Yeah, I didn't pick Iowa State.
But thanks to your effort, though, Texas, no playoffs for you, and you ain't gonna hold that silver and gold cylinder.
So here are the updated standings.
Pipe effing dream.
I have regained a 2-game lead.
I don't give a crap about that.
But hey, it was a coin flip, and I happily win the coin flip. So
Longhorns, you suck. Do not accept an invitation to go to any of them whack bowls. Forget the playoffs. Don't accept to go to the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Don't accept it, son. So you didn't earn it, and you're staying in Austin. Whack motherfucker. That sauce MF pisses me off.
You and the Pop-Tarts Bowl, man. You would not let that go.
The fact that the NCAA allowed to have a bowl be named the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I mean, I'm just waiting for one bowl to be called the Hello Kitty Bowl. I'm just waiting for it.
We need a break.
It might be next.
Oh, did you say break? I know James Franklin does.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Monday at 3:05 p.m. Eastern, 2:05 p.m. Central. Exclusively on the Sertoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers, right side, commanders. Where my soldiers, left side.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Cowboys Talk.
The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved. Let me say that one more time, because you know it's true. The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved.
Dak Prescott is overrated and he shouldn't be paid, okay?
33 points in the fourth quarter. Let me say that again. 33 points in the fourth quarter. And that's off of 4 turnovers committed by the Colts. See, at one point, and the fact that at the end of the third quarter, it was 21-19, and the final score was 54-19. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is completely unexpected.
Cowboys Talk is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. Running back Carrion Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Shane says, "Don't put that Hello Kitty bowl curse on us." The way
you just had to do it. Then you just couldn't let me just enjoy the week, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, you had to put that damn graphic back up.
Because I'm congratulating you. Because I'm congratulating.
Thank you, cool. Thank you.
Wait.
Congratulations to me, sir.
Thank you.
I'm congratulating you in personally, cool Playmaker, because you came up with a wonderful nickname for your head coach. And my head coach is a bumbling drunk idiot. And so I got to salute the smiling jackass, because at least he is not a lush.
That's fair.
Sometimes I got to stop saying certain things.
Yeah. When you put them out there, they out there.
But it's a fitting nickname for Billy Napier. Smiling jackass. That's beautiful.
Now, here's something I need to get on the Snowman crew on.
Oh, Lord. Shane says, I'm still trying to figure out how a certain cute queen on the morning show has a 3-game lead in our college picks.
This woman don't even follow college football.
Because y'all don't know how to pick. I can't answer that question.
That's the only answer I got.
I have 3 guys on the darn show that covers college football, talks about college football, and then we got a cute queen over in England kicking y'all asses in picks.
Do better.
Oh, she's English. I didn't know that. Okay.
If I remember correctly, she lives in England, if I remember correctly.
All this time, I thought she lived on the East Coast.
That's look out. See, if I wasn't busy like I was this week.
Spotty.
But yes, congratulations. Your games were spanking my ridiculous Longhorns.
Campus Store week 7 that I'm calling make a statement week 7. Reason why? Well, let's head to Missouri. The 14th-ranked Tigers are hosting 8th-ranked Alabama. Noon ABC to kick off your Saturday.
All right, now this is an interesting game because you got 2 teams that have to do 2 different things. You got a team in Alabama. They basically want to wash the stench off of that butt whooping they took in Tallahassee still. And now they've had 2 wonderful performances against ranked teams. So now here's their 3rd straight ranked team. Now can they keep up that momentum? And can the twosome, can they keep up their efforts? Because it looks like with Jan Miller in the running back department, that team looks like a different squad. And now on the Missouri side, they've had some impressive showings, but this is their most impressive one to date. Now the question is, can they take a good punch from a top 10 ranked school? And if so, We might be seeing them in Atlanta come December.
This is to kick off your day. Also to help kick off your day, let's go to the Big Ten. Big noon kickoff in Champaign, Illinois. As the 17th-ranked Final Illini will be hosting the number one team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
All I have to say is Ohio State, if you give us that punk slow start like you did against Minnesota this past Saturday, you actually might go to Champaign and not drink any. Go back to the shoe holding a nail. Don't play with this team. I have a saying, when teams are good, and Cool has heard this saying, if a team is good but they play below their expectations, they want to play with their food. You've shown a pinch in Ohio State playing with your food. Don't play with this team. You have tape on what you're supposed to do to them. Watch that tape when they were in Bloomington against Indiana. Indiana put their foot in their throats, and they squashed it to the point where the neck was perpendicular to the ground. Do that. In the Illini, this is the big dog on the yard. Prove that you belong. You want to be mentioned in the same breath as them. You already had one big game failure. We don't want to see a second. And if we do, people can't take it serious. Oh, and Snowman, if you pick a Illini, I know they're gonna lose.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh boy. You know what, Shane? I'm gonna come back to this comment when we go to the bear down pick 'em when you see who we pick. But let's go with that thought. All right, from the noon kickoffs, let's head to the 3:30 slate, and we begin that 3:30 slate in South Bend, Indiana. The 16th-ranked Fighting Irish welcoming in from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack.
All right, so it looks like they're starting their AC. Well, they already started their ACC tear by playing Miami, but you've been looking okay the past few weeks, Golden Domers. I can't say I like what I see. I don't hate what I'm seeing, but you need to be a little more impressive. You need to make sure that when the Wolfpack come to South Bend, they look at Touchdown Jesus, you say F you, and you kick them back to Raleigh. Show them that you are a better team than they are, and do not play around with this team. Now, Wolfpack, this is the same Notre Dame squad who last year decided to say that Northern Illinois did not belong in the same field as them, and they played their worst game of the year. Even worse than the national championship game they played against Ohio State. You have the opportunity to upset these Golden Domers and make everybody's Saturday happy.
Well, McCain, NC State represents your conference in that thing for the Wolfpack.
Well, Notre Dame represents them too.
A lot of Coach a lot. Only thing I'll simply say is simply this: Notre Dame, focus. Do your thing. You don't want to lose again. If you NC State, I mean, you're not having a great season, but you're playing a lot of teams tight. So, what way to kind of ignite your season than to go out there and try to drop an L on Notre Dame? So, you in South Bend, it's gonna be tough, but hey, it is what it is. You gotta do your best, but I don't think it's gonna be good enough. But you gotta do your best.
Yeah.
All right, from South Bend, let's go to College Park, Maryland, as the Maryland Terrapins host Nebraska on the Big Ten Network. Both schools 4-1.
Okay, Nebraska. Now you're coming off a dub. Let's see if you can follow that W with another one. And let's see if you're going to get a road W at that. And Maryland, hold serve. I mean, that's all I have to say. Hold serve. Now, you might either one of you may stand a chance if you get a W against the other. You might be ranked next week. Who knows? That's a decent carrot to dangle in front of you, in front of the two teams. But both teams have to actually play as though they want this game, as if it is they win this game, they go to the bowl. They go to one of those pointless bowl games. You know, going to the Wax SoFi Bowl. So that's on the line. Treat it like that. There you go. Treat it like that. The winner gets to play in the Music City Bowl.
The Tostitos.
Well, Tostitos actually sponsors the Fiesta Bowl, but
I know, but I'm taking the Fiesta. I'm just saying the Tostitos Bowl.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I'm making
All right.
diminishing in importance.
From Maryland.
I'll put it this way. There we go. Maryland, Nebraska. You win, you can play in the newly created Baskin-Robbins Bowl. Perfect.
Oh my God. No.
Perfect.
I just want to quickly say I am a habitual forever Maryland hater. Piss on you, Maryland. I hope you always lose. Go ahead.
Wow.
I mean, I'm glad you got that in because I'm coming to you first on this.
I forgot that Maryland used to be in the ACC.
I'm gonna come to
all the stuff
Kuma
happening
first.
in the ACC is because of the piss ants in Maryland.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to Kuma King for this one first before Coach Johnson has this because we're going to Dallas, Texas. It is the Red River rivalry. 3:30 ABC. Kuma King, the 6th ranked Sooners, the unranked Longhorns meet in Dallas.
If you're Oklahoma, do your job. Wow. You are theoretically the better team. So go out there, do what you're supposed to do, play hard. It's a rivalry game, so you understand it's not, this is not like you're playing just some Sabroni's named Juventud. You're actually playing a team that you play every year. You know they know you. It's time to make happen what you need to make happen. Your job is to go out there, execute from the beginning, and don't let Texas into this game. Keep them down by putting your foot on their throat. We all know in college football this doesn't happen much, but that's what they should be doing. Texas, you've been embarrassed multiple times this season. That doesn't piss you off and make you go out and have a better game than you had last week. I don't even know what to tell you. Arch Manning, to me, is a solid quarterback that's developing. There was always, by him and by his grandpa and his uncles, they always saying he's staying 2 years. Why? Because he needs that second year. He knew that and they knew that. But I think he's still a good enough quarterback to go out and make some noise and be a difference maker for Texas. And this is a game to do the best that you can. Understand that you're not working behind the best line, but guess what? It ain't changing, so you got to figure it out. Texas, you should be embarrassed. You should be going out here and give it your all. Oklahoma, it's another chance to say, hey, preseason top 5 team, we still gonna smash on them, even though they're not, doing their best.
All right, Coach Johnson. Las Vegas says Sooners a 1.5. And their quarterback, John Mechie, is trending towards probable for this game.
Vegas, why are you lying? Want you giving the Sooners a 1.5? Really? They are ranked at the top 10. Texas ain't ranked at all, but you giving them a 1.5 point favorite line. I'm sorry. I love Dallas. I love Dallas. I love everything about Dallas. I love Big Tex. I love the Cotton Bowl. I love AT&T Stadium. I love Arlington, Grand Prairie, Fate, Copper's Cove, Duncanville. I love Fort Worth, Dallas. I love everything about the Metroplex area. I love Dallas.
You had to get all that in when we talk about the Red River rivalry, really.
Yes, because unfortunately, part of this game is where it's played every year, just like in Georgia and Florida. It's played in your backyard, playmaker. This game is always played in Dallas, which it's funny. It's in the state of Texas, but Dallas is closer to Oklahoma than Oklahoma University is to Texas, University of Texas. But I digress. I love Dallas. Second Saturday of November of October. This is supposed to be the game to focus on, but you screwed it up, Texas. You screwed it up. So I guess Keisha, you must have thought that you were Urban Meyer. You decided to go with the co-eds, tip over bottles and get drunk and not focus on the opponent at hand. Don't try that crap again Saturday. You know how big this game is. This is a rivalry game. Show up. Show up and show out. Make me proud that I can say 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Any time of the year, OU sucks. Make me believe that. Make me believe that. Now, as for Oklahoma, it's just a simple case of you're now in the top 10. This W will put you in the top 5. And if there isn't a bigger carrot to dangle in front of them besides this is your biggest rival you're going to spank in the dirt, I don't know what is. They got two big carrots they're dangling. It's Texas, so you could further embarrass them and have them go spin further downward in the downward spiral, just like Texas did last year to you when it was the second Saturday in October last year, and there was some promise of your season, but Texas pimp slapped you all the way down to nothing until you decided to show up against Alabama in November. You could do the same thing to Texas this year. You could make them say, well, we had national championship hopes, but we actually are hot garbage. And 2025 is horrible because we couldn't beat our own rival. You can claim that. Two big carrots. We could be in the top 5, and we can put Texas in the dirt and bury them. Two big-time motivational factors. But one more time, I love Dallas.
From Dallas, Texas to the primetime slate, let's go to Lubbock, Texas. That's the 9th-ranked Raiders. Play host to the quietly 4-2 Kansas Jayhawks. 7:30 on Fox.
I think this is going to be a simple analysis for me. Congratulations, Kansas. You are like Vanderbilt in football, where it's an absolute shock that you actually are performing okay. It is rare that you have a winning record, other than maybe 7-5 or 6-5 when you used to only play 11 games a season. Texas Tech, you're now in the top 10, and you're playing this game at home. Remind the Jayhawks that they are a basketball school, not a football program. Go into Lubbock, have them come to you, and bury them. Put your foot in their behinds, send them back to Lawrence, and make them feel the pain. Make them feel that you are going to whoop their behinds. Make them feel as though they don't stand a chance of being on the same field as you, and then make them, when they walk back to Lawrence, make them feel like James Franklin when he had to go back to Pennsylvania. Bent over with his butt hurting hard and his other orifice.
I'm just going to put Big Dog's comment up here because I don't even feel like responding to that.
What do you mean? Oh, Shane says, okay, this is wild. When I looked at this game this morning, Texas was the one favored by 1.5.
Yep.
Now it's OU. What is going on here?
OU most likely going to have their quarterback. So now
I'm smelling this here. Probably going to be on the center. Yeah.
He's going to be on the center, so that flipped into Oklahoma favorite.
Yeah.
From Lubbock, Texas to the sunshineness of Los Angeles, California.
And ladies and gentlemen, you notice that Playmaker didn't say what I said, didn't comment what I said because I was right.
I said I don't feel like responding to that.
Number 15, Michigan will be going to Watts. Well, not necessarily Watts, but near Watts to play
Coliseum.
I know what the building is, but the school is in or close to Watts.
What Tyree say? I'm from Watts, so I'm ghetto.
Well, I'm sorry, Playmaker. They're going to be playing this game at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where we will have the next Olympiad in 3 years. Are you happy, sir? No, you're not. Okay, so
I'm trying to figure something out because they have Notre Dame on Peacock and this game on NBC. So, which game Noah Eagles calling?
He's probably going to call this one.
Wow, and Notre Dame gets the secondary team. Interesting.
Well, they got the secondary team when they played Purdue.
I ain't even watched that game, so I ain't
Exactly,
game.
and that's why Iron Eagle didn't call that game.
That's a good point.
You just answered your own question.
Well, I know. Matter of fact, that's the week that was that the same week that was playing. Penn State was playing Oregon.
No.
Back to Mr. Johnson.
No.
If it was, then
I think it was Indiana, Illinois. I think.
Oh Lord, that beat down.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, they might have been better off calling Notre Dame Purdue.
Well, hindsight's always 2020.
Yeah. But I mean, but one was ranked 9, the other was ranked what, 11 or 12, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah. So Iron was going to call that game. He wasn't going to call Notre Dame Purdue, and this was, of course, when after Notre Dame took it on the chin a second time. But USC prime time.
I got this one.
Okay, I'll set you up. USC prime time. This game will be in LA. And Michigan is coming off of decent performances. And it looks like their running game is starting to be a big time factor. All right, Playmaker, your thoughts on Michigan versus Southern Cal?
He said a keyword running game. Because you said, SC, why do you have one loss on your record? Because you couldn't stop the run from the final line on the final drive. That's why it's 4-1 instead of 5-0. All you had to do was stop the run. You know what Michigan is great at?
They ain't great at
fabulous. You know what they fabulous at?
It ain't passing.
Running the football. So, my key to this game, does the Trojans want to man up and stop the running game? Or would Michigan run for 300 yards?
And USC gets steamrolled all game long like they did the last drive when they were in Champaign.
Matter of fact, how did y'all lose at the Big House last year?
I think Michigan ran for over 300 yards against them, I think.
Hey, guess what? You lost by 5 points.
They lost, yeah. Yeah, they lost by a touchdown. Well, lost by under a touchdown. Yeah.
So you want to let me go to Pat McAfee where you want to put your big boy pants on and gear up for a fight in your own building? Or will the Blue and Maize do what they did to Nebraska?
Well, I mean, USC has the best color scheme. They could be like Matadors.
So it's all about the running game. Who want to be more physical?
Let's get physical.
From Los Angeles to
Tucson,
Arizona. Cole Johnson's Big 12 pick, the 18th ranked Cougars of BYU, travel to Tucson to take on the quietly 4-1 Wildcats of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Tricky game for your Cougars, sir. Tricky game.
It is. They have to stay the course. It's just that simple. BYU has to stay the course. Continue to have that balance on offense. Continue to have the defense be opportunistic, and continue to have the special teams step up when they need to step up, and just try their best to keep Arizona at bay. Now I know they're traveling to Tucson, so this is going to be a tough game for them. This is going to be one that they need. But this will prove that the freshman QB, who's been actually looking pretty good, can still stay on target, still stay on program, still stay on pace. All he has to do is keep that offense on time, and they should be good. Not saying that Arizona's an easy dub, because it's not. They aren't. But if BYU plays within themselves and they play their game led by their freshman QB, we'll be surprised at what we see.
Late night from Tempe to Salt Lake City, Mr. McCain. There are two more teams that's fighting for a spot in the Big 12 championship. The 21st and the defending Big 12 champion, the Sun Devils of Arizona. They are traveling to Salt Lake City to take on the Utes of Utah.
I'm not messing with number 21. I picked them. I believe in them, and every time they let me down. So I'm going against whoever they're playing just because of how their season has been. I think Utah definitely has a chance. We're looking at a 21 ranked team, a team I don't believe in any longer. So I think Utah has a prime opportunity here to make some things happen. But on the other hand, the Devils could finally decide they want to take that trident and turn that summer gun sideways and shine it up real nice and do something with it. So we'll see how it actually goes, but I'm wary of number 21 there. I'm wary of those guys. Sun Devils, they haven't been getting it done when I believe in them.
That's the only time you actually talked about them, too.
Yep, because ain't been nothing else to say. You always lose. What are we talking about?
That's the only game they lost, too, so how already?
Yeah, in my mind, you always lose now.
And then
before you go, this is for my Dallas brethren. Arizona State, shame on you for beating my beloved Horned Frogs. They were ranked. They went into Tempe, and you gave them the L. How dare you? How dare you? Supposed to show you're supposed to show the effort that you did in Starkville when you decided to play. You decided to play man and had nobody on the receiver on the game-winning touchdown. You're supposed to play like that, but you actually decided to show up and win. How dare you do that? You insulted all of us who love Dallas and Fort Worth. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know Cool McCain's petty, but he ain't that petty.
I mean, how dare you? I mean, they even beat Chapel Bill prime time on Labor Day. How dare you put an L on the beloved long Horned Frogs?
I just want to say, from going forward, it's not impressive that you beat Bill Belichick.
Well, it's not, but still.
I want to throw that there. That needs to be thrown out there.
No. The feat isn't impressive, but most of us as football fans love to see one Bill Belichick get drubbed on national television.
You know I do. I love to see him get drubbed everywhere.
Yes. So most of us love to see him get drubbed on national. We saw him get drubbed on national television on Labor Day night, and you took the opportunity of having the Horned Frog shine, and you decided not to be like how the Mississippi State Bulldogs were to you all. You decided to show up and beat them. I feel bad. I feel bad for my Dallas brethren. How dare you?
Cool. Why is he so petty?
Man, I have to respect it. I have to respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I hate you, TCU.
Why is you so petty?
What do you mean? Why am I so petty?
Why are you so petty?
What do you mean? Why am I so petty? I was being nice and kind. What do you mean?
Me and Cool don't believe one word that you spewed that whole entire time.
What do you mean? Why am I so petty?
That man, it said Arizona State. Why did you
NEC.
beat ECU? What?
I was representing Dallas, the Dallas area people.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Yes.
All the homies.
Yeah. I was representing Dallas Fort Worth homies. I was representing the Metropolitan homies. I told you. Shout out to my man Ben. Shout out to my man Ivan. Even shout out to an ex that lives in Dallas. I'm being a magnanimous guy.
Only me and Kuma can't know the truth, so only me and Kuma can't know the truth.
But Horn Frog, Sun Devils, thank you for making me smile for putting TC in the dirt. All right,
exactly. we knew it was coming sooner or later. It was gonna come.
Couldn't fight it for so long.
I think Kuz's more surprised that it took so long for you to come out.
No, I understand how these things go.
It just sounded so good.
Better than most. Yeah. I understand these things go better than most. You know?
Yeah, it sounded good. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Let me roll with it some more.
No, because I decided not to interrupt you and let you go.
Y'all may or may not notice about me, but I can be a little petty at times.
Oh no. We know you petty.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You petty? No.
Even me, man. Every once in a while.
Petty doesn't come in comedic form, though. His does.
You haven't seen my true petty, so you haven't seen my true.
Your petty is like, your petty hurts.
Yeah, it can be funny and hurt at the same time. That's what she said.
Well, yeah, that's what she said. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. That's what she said. And that's what James Franklin said.
No comment.
Thank you for catching that alley-oop.
I knew it. That's what you. I was like, you threw it. Let me slam it. Let me catch that thing and slam it.
Hey, look, that was one of them Dwayne Wade behind the back.
Yes,
I was up in my mind doing this.
That was beautiful, cool. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Oh,
I think that's the only time he'll let you get away with bringing up LeBron James like that.
That's the only time I would ever bring him up.
Yeah, and that'd be the only time I'd accept it because it's Dwayne Wade that actually made the play happen.
Yeah.
Oh my.
To the spotlight game of the week. Let's go to Eugene, Oregon. College game day. 3:30 p.m. Brad Lesnar, Gary Danielson on the call. The 7th-ranked Hoosiers travel out west to take on the 3rd-ranked Ducks.
You drunk lush. This should have been you. Game day should have been in Dallas, not in that whack Eugene, Oregon.
He called him a drunk lush.
Hey.
You had to be busy with them doggone Gainesville co-eds drinking up a storm and forget you actually had a game to play. We would have had a game between two top 10 ranked teams, and game day would have been in Dallas. Everybody would have been happy. We'd have been talking about the Texas State Fair and the game that normally takes place the 2nd Saturday in October. But no, you decided to look past them, look toward Oklahoma, and just feel like, oh, we got the game in the swamp. They're in the SEC, son. You take every team seriously there. And because of that, you screwed fans like me to have game day be in Dallas. But no, they had to take their behinds to Eugene.
I thought you liked Eugene outside of Dan Lanning.
No, I like Eugene. Dan Lanning can go take a flight.
He can take a long jump off a short bridge.
Yeah. I'll put it this way. Dan Lanning could take what James Franklin is taking.
Oh.
But darn, why the fans of Eugene gotta catch strays?
And the sign on the behind says enter as well. Now, enter at will. That's what the sign on Lanning's behind says. But Sarkisian, you screwed the opportunity to have game day be in Dallas because you decided to not show up in Gainesville.
You know what's interesting?
You punked. You ruined it. Why?
You know what's interesting?
Why?
Back-to-back Reeds. Y'all biggest rivals screwed y'all out of college game day.
Just can't do right. Won't do right.
No. In Cool's case,
back-to-back weeks.
No. In Cool's case, his rival screwed him out.
Okay,
in my case, my team screwed us out of it.
Yeah, that makes you a little bit more mad. I was pretty mad last week, but that makes you more mad.
No, you were definitely mad because you was not happy whatsoever.
And if Oklahoma did the same thing, I'd be just saying it's cool. But doggone it, my team messed us up. My team doesn't have this wonderful graphic that's on the top right saying College Game Day presented by Home Depot is in Dallas covering the Red River rivalry. No, it has to go to a meaningless Indiana-Oregon game. Thank you, Sarkisian.
Meaningless? Jeez.
All right, does Indiana and Oregon play every year?
They just got to the Big Ten, so
it doesn't matter, Jabroni.
You said meaningless.
Yes.
In
terms of like Ohio State, Michigan, Navy, Army.
Just say it's not a rivalry game. Don't call it meaningless.
The game last week: Miami, Florida State, Florida State, Texas A&M, Alabama, Tennessee. That's what I'm talking about. If it's meaningful or meaningless.
This is a top 10 showdown. It's definitely meaningful.
I don't give two craps or two pumps of James Franklin's orifice if this is a meeting between two top 10 ranked teams. You would have said the same thing about the Red River rivalry. It would have been a battle between two top ranked teams in an annual rivalry game. But Texas screwed us out of it.
Okay, but this is a
in fact,
top 10 Big Ten showdown.
You pissed me off. Go to AA. I want you to go to AA right now and say, "My name is Steve, and I'm a alcoholic." Say it. Say it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Say it.
Pissing me off.
You just ain't gonna do the spotlight game no justice. You just terrible.
Okay, fine.
No,
Indiana, they ranked 7th.
Indiana,
they ranked 7th. Oregon, they ranked 3rd. And this is a wonderful opportunity for Indiana to prove if they can be one of the big boys on the block, because Oregon is one of the two biggest boys on the block.
So what Cole is really saying is to quote Playmaker, yay.
Pretty much.
Indiana and Oregon, two top 10 ranked teams. They're playing in Eugene at 3:30 Eastern. Yay!
You've been better off saying that than going off on a 10-minute tangent.
No, I needed to put
the tangent
foot
more
Steve Sarkisian behind.
In all fairness,
I need to put a foot of Steve Sarkisian behind, because that game day should have been in College Game should have been in Dallas, not in Eugene.
Now he might like the foot, Cole. He might like it.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Shane says, "Well, we know who the dogs of the week are." Yes.
I knew that when the results happened. I ain't even asked him what he was. I just went ahead and threw them two out there.
And I actually said to him, quote, "I will say this on air. Texas does not belong in the playoffs. I don't give a crap if they run the table.
Yeah.
I don't care if they win the SEC championship. They do not deserve to be in the playoffs.
I'm going with
this
y'all.
is my team." Close quote.
Yeah, until the number one team gets beaten, I think me and Coach Jones, we can't pick against them.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Can't pick against them.
Yeah, Ohio State, they're the big boys on the block. And unfortunately,
it might not be impressive, but nobody stopped them. So
yeah, they're the big boys of the block of the Big Ten, and there isn't a bigger boy than them. So Oregon comes close, but Ohio State proved that they're the bigger boy in the block. Missouri, I'll put it this way.
I wanted to go Missouri, but I'm saying here like Alabama is a success.
Yeah,
that is a focused Alabama team all of a sudden.
I was gonna say Missouri. I'll put it this way: if you played them about 3, maybe 4 weeks earlier, you would get my vote. The way this team looked against Georgia and the way they actually followed it up and looked the very next Saturday against Vanderbilt, can't do it.
I agree with y'all.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I wanted to, but I'm like, Yeah, they ever since that FSU loss and the crap they've been getting from the media, they is like, okay, we had enough of this. Y'all gonna stop talking about killing the boy the way that y'all talking about killing the boy.
But no, the GoFundMe is ready to roll. All they're doing is looking for the next L to drop.
Missouri, you can provide that.
Yeah, they could. I don't think they are, but they could. Sorry, Wolfpack. I want. Believe me, I'm rooting for it. I want you to do the Notre Dame like Northern Illinois did to them last year, so I can dog Notre Dame. And this year, I would say you don't deserve a playoff spot, and you ain't gonna get one.
No, if you lose this game, Marcus Freeman, you're not getting in the playoffs. You already lost the game.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference between last year and this year. Yeah,
and you have no ranked teams left on your schedule.
Right. I'm gonna say, yeah, you have 3 L's, and you ain't gonna get in the playoffs. You don't deserve it, and you ain't gonna get in it. And I'm gonna shame you all the way the rest of the year. And I would carve out 5 minutes to dog you out the rest of the year. So, and she said I'm rooting for that. Unfortunately, you're not good enough.
I agree with y'all. This has been pretty easy.
Was that the next one? Let me sure. Nope. These boys play defense, man. I'm sorry. I can't. These boys play defense.
Look, the way Texas Tech dominates a game on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, they're the most impressive. Seriously, they're the most impressive team in the Big 12, and they keep this up. I don't think I've seen them give up more than 14 points this year. I don't think
this team here.
They are impressive on defense, and
Houston was undefeated.
Yes. And I knew they would get housed, and in their own house they got housed, and that's exactly what happened.
They went to Salt Lake City
and housed them too. Beat up and down the Utes in Salt Lake City, beat up and down Houston in Houston.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta put some respect on this team right now because this.
Yeah, got to.
Well, King, how you said?
Put some respect on it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say it no more.
I had no choice. I'm like, yeah, I got to go Texas Tech on this.
And congratulations, Red Raiders, on making the top 10. It's been a minute since y'all have gotten there. I'm proud of you boys.
I'm talking about since Michael Crabtree was there?
Probably.
The Crabtree.
Yeah, and that's what 17 years ago. So yeah.
He didn't got his chain knocked off and everything since then.
Yeah. Thank you. I keep to leave.
Go ahead, Cole. Go ahead.
Playmaker.
Go ahead, Cole. I already know what you're thinking. I already know it.
I don't know. I saw that game last year at the Big House. That team looked light in the loafers. You can pause or no pause, and I don't give a crap. They look light.
That was not a balls. Light in the loafers is like the loafers.
They look light in the loafers against them in the Big House last year. And then they looked light in the loafers at Champaign last week. I'm not the biggest fan of Michigan because they seem to be playing 1910s football because they play as if the forward pass hasn't been invented yet. But they don't need the pass because USC has an issue stopping the run. And they still have an issue stopping the run.
So, let's see. And I'm surprised Coach Johnson didn't get on me because he know how much I can't stand y'all.
No, forget that. Your pep talk leading up to it is funny to me. That's what I would get on you for. I mean, as studious as you are, and you actually witnessed this 4 days ago, that this team, when they needed to stop the most, couldn't stop a team that could run at will on them, and yet you pick them.
Yeah, I better treat this like Alabama treated Vanderbilt.
Now, this should be a vengeance game for them, yes.
Because guess what? When Alabama went to Nashville, they couldn't even gain a lead against them.
Yeah, at least they did have a lead. They just couldn't hold it.
They saw Vanderbilt at home in Tuscaloosa last week, and they let them know.
But I'll say this:
we still Alabama.
But I'll say this, USC: you better act like you actually have a defensive line that can stop a run.
You at home,
because if not, you won't be able to stop a cold, much less the maize and blue running all up and down your behinds.
You at home is in the Coliseum. You better show some goddamn balls.
Or have your balls be crushed. Oh, it's just a simple case of, and you said it, they got to man up or they're gonna get run over. They get steamrolled.
I'm surprised you didn't say they got a man up, but they get ran through.
Yeah, ran up and ran through. Isn't that right, James Franklin?
Oh, why they could have to throw him back? Damn.
Because Cool can't help himself. That's why.
Cool can't help himself.
Cool been over here quiet too long. I lost.
I'm sorry.
I lost.
I can't stand USC, but I'm like, damn it, y'all better treat this like Alabama treated Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
y'all come to our house like we owe y'all one.
Yeah, I'm a roll with Cole on this one. I see your logic. I respect it, but I'm a roll with Cole on this one.
No, I don't blame you because I knew Cool. I'm like, I should. This one of those you should go one way.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, damn it, you.
But I get it. You go in the vengeance angle. You go in the revenge angle. I get it. I get it. What sold me was the fact they couldn't stop a cold, much less Illinois running on them the last series of the game. I'm like, wow, that's sad. And I thought you want to come up.
I am conceding the big 12 to Cole Johnson.
I'm with Cole too.
Well, thank you guys. Look, BYU is looking good, but it's not a slam dunk because Texas Tech is looking really good right now.
I just want to throw out there. Remember, somebody said that Virginia was a team that was going to compete in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Well, it looks like they are. Because
did you forget what I put in the Gridiron roundup?
I couldn't hold it any longer.
I'm surprised you ain't said it then when I did it.
I tried.
Louisville, I would have some vitriol for you, but Texas did up. And James Franklin's such an easy target. And James Franklin's such an easy target.
Yeah,
he make it easy. He make it easy for you.
Yeah, James Franklin does make it easy.
So I'm going BYU. I can't help it. I'm done. I'm done with Coach Bryan in the Colorado Buffaloes. I mean, Coach Bryan, get your help together. Matter of fact, why don't you just step away from coaching and get yourself together?
Please do. Yeah. And it's not that I want to see him on the sideline. I just want to be healthy, better.
The show should be good. The colon gone.
No, he had more problems.
Lord.
Yeah. In fact, more clots.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah. That's the messed up part. I'm like, oh wow.
All right. So I guess me and Kobe, we're gonna do this again. I'm going with the team that I think should win, and he gonna go with the team that's at home and is like, okay, you already been through this.
Right.
I hate that I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna go with playmaker on this one. Oh, I hate that I'm saying that. Oh, darn y'all.
Going to rank team on the road. Yeah. I'll put it this way. Arizona State, if you put the two together, they probably are the better squad. But people keep thinking that it's hard to play in Salt Lake City. All right, let's.
Hey, I picked them, and you went Texas Tech, and it was in Salt Lake City.
The reason why I picked Texas Tech then was that defense was just awesome. Arizona State doesn't give me that same vibe.
That me sitting here looking stupid the following Wednesday.
Yeah, Arizona State doesn't give me the same vibe. They just don't.
They don't, but I'm saying here, like, you already lost to Mississippi State. You want to take another one? And you're the Big Ten defending champions here.
Big 12. But
well, yeah, my bad.
I just not really all that impressed with Arizona State. I just really am not. I'm not impressed with Utah either, but this is in Salt Lake City. And for the exception of that Texas Tech game, they do have a pretty decent home field advantage.
So, Arizona State, this is your shot to get back on the right side.
And Utah, you better save your season with this dub.
And then the spotlight game of the week. Where did the people fall? Well, it's not even close.
Where the people fall?
It's not even close. Jeez, I didn't. There's no love.
What they want, and I'm gonna agree with them.
Just go past that because we both pick Oregon.
Yeah,
all right, that concludes bearing down the grind. I hope you enjoyed.
This is pretty much. This is our picks. Coach Johnson is going Michigan. I'm going SC. Despite my hatred for them. And we're gonna try this again.
But the Devils.
Look, I understand.
I'm pro Cole except for the Utes.
And you notice that we didn't go over the River of Rivalry game.
It just so happens, and my mistake was a gift to Cole Johnson.
In my bias against Oklahoma, I am still picking them over Texas because I know that they are the better team, unfortunately, and Texas they are a team that's spiraling downward.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, well, they backup quarterback came in, even though it was against Penn State, and they made him very comfortable. So I'm like, well, great, he got a game on his back, and he got comfortable. But their starting quarterback's coming back, so I'm like, well, darn, does it even matter at this point?
No, it doesn't.
I was thinking Texas because I did pick y'all to win during conference, and y'all need to win every game this far now, and I'm like, good, but. If Arch Manning is running from 4 Gators every goddamn snap, you're gonna be running from 4 Sooners every damn snap.
Well, it looks like the way Arch Manning's going looks like his
I'm be honest with you. I think Arch Manning gonna be around here looking at 4 Elmer Fudd's coming out there. I mean, he can't get away like Buzz Bunny.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like the theme music to him for the 2025 season would be "In the Arms of an Angel, fly away from you. In the arms of an angel." Can you help a quarterback not get sacked yet again?
And you know the bad part is
32 cents a day.
You know how bad that is. Those of you who
get
are
another sack.
Those of you who are new to Bear Down the Ground, Cole Johnson is a Texas Longhorn fan.
And buy offensive linemen that could actually protect number 16.
This is a Texas Longhorn fan doing that to Texas. I'm just saying.
with the arms of an angel.
that would be
nations.
That would be Arch Manning's 2025 theme music.
It is so messed up that the graphics didn't even want to play right. That's how bad it is. The graphics didn't want to play right.
We need the arms of an angel.
That's how bad it was. Dang.
Oh my!
Even the graphics like I can't even keep up now.
I can't, man.
Matter of fact, I don't have no closing remarks. Like we done. We'll see y'all next Wednesday for whatever happens this weekend, and how much blood pressure Cole Johnson is going to check after OU beats down Texas.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, then there's this visual of James Franklin taking it high and hard.
He got a bye week, so I ain't got to worry about him. He got a bye week.
Oh, so he stayed in LA another week. Oh, okay.
Oh, goodbye.